there are different ways to get funded in any country you're going to go school abroad. Scholarships are like the main one, which is largely merit based. So if you wanted to go to the UK, for instance, what we have at WAEC or NECO here is called O level. The UK, even though that law is about to change, starts from A level. So when you finish your O level, you still got to go do 1 year. So what is like 100 level here, or JUPEB or whatever we call it, is A level. And so when you have the major 3-4 subjects, you've got good grades and you can verify. So usually the secret for undergrad is having some extracurricular activity, leadership skill. Universities have a bag of funding for merits, the very best of them. Then they've got some for we that are coming from low income, sub-Saharan Africa, Commonwealth, like that in the UK. Same thing in Europe. Generally in Europe, it's largely free at undergrad level. Very, very affordable, 1,000 euros, 2,000 euros for a lot of the public schools, and they are usually the best.
Hello everyone. I'm sure you've noticed the new season arrangement. It's odd. We have a guest which is on the left today, and by my right, next to me, my coolest,
whatever you drank this morning.
My new G.
It go be him and Tosin drink that thing. Because since yesterday.
No, man, I never drink. I'm not in a very high spirit. Things are happening.
Chicken Republic is responsible.
Chicken Republic. Why not to give them PR?
She didn't eat it yesterday.
She wanted to eat it yesterday, so the thought of eating it gave her the excitement, you understand? So my Chicken Republic, man, that's
free.
Although people have increased price.
You're doing free PR for them.
No matter.
Increased price.
Some people come out. Some people are back on our podcast. They look like Mommy Gio. They give Mommy Gio vibes.
Mommy Gio vibes. Anyways, welcome. Our guy in the
welcome
office.
back.
Thank you. It's good to be here again. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is not your
accent. This is not a radio show.
It's not my accent,
This is not your accent.
It's so good to be here. I'm so happy. Thank you.
She's an Ibadan girl. Please, we brought you here. We see what we see in the office. What we want here. No be the kind of thing you do for the last episode. Sorry, Momsy is here because Momsy don't the. Momsy is back.
Introduce Momsy here. But she's been here now.
Momsy is now. She's now become like a regular feature. Welcome back.
It was my dream.
We're still not paying you.
I'm not paying anybody.
I like the color combo today. Everybody is looking like there's something going on in the spirit. Something going on in the spirit.
And we're just coming from darkness.
Wait, so if you guys hear somebody faintly, she doesn't have a mic, and I'm happy she doesn't have a mic, but there's a faint voice in the background.
Continue.
There's a faint voice in the background. You always used to hear our voice in previous episodes.
The bands continue.
Today we decided to take her off the mic because she always says nonsense.
So the funny thing about this our podcast, eventually we'll continue to grow this podcast. We need to have a section for politics, office bands. Office bands now we could sell pass. I saw some videos yesterday evening.
In the office. Related videos.
Let me just tell you something. Mommy Gio is not so Mommy Gio. Let me not leave it there. If I'm able to buy, I've dropped an offer for the person's Snapchat to buy that video. I will insert it.
Snapchat video.
You see me, Femi?
Why you call name?
In short, the name.
Non-disclosure agreement.
Yes, the name you've even called, and I'm hearing Snapchat and I'm hearing video. I know it was not a good thing.
No.
And now Mommy Gio can't tell me.
But I see them for the video.
Mommy Gio can't tell me the video.
What were you doing?
As I tell them, say Mommy Gio, they tell me they come vex say, come see Mommy Gio. Can't see Mommy Gio.
Oh, she snitched there, but she don't talk her own. What were you doing in that video? So, I'm disappointed.
Young lady, we will arrange deliverance for you.
Oh, she did the video too. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I gave her a long time.
Welcome back to Japachronicles, guys.
Let's introduce.
I like to be known as the 2-minute man now going forward. For reasons best known to me.
I never get money.
Wait. 2 minutes in where?
For reasons best known to me on my account. For reasons best known to me on my account. Because that man was speaking facts.
But I mean, if you actually get the child,
he was speaking facts. You don't have money now.
He said all the wedding men.
Young
that-
man. Young man, do you have?
I don't know if I'm a 2 minutes man because I've never tried it before, so I don't know if
Isaac. What would they quote 2 Corinthians 5:17? We know say you don't change. But
I don't know if what do you mean by 2 minutes man. She was even asking what does 2 minutes man mean. I don't know all those things.
Wait. When he said 2 minutes, he said something about 2 minutes. So you know what is 2 minutes.
Okay, I know what it means by 2 minutes man, but I'm not saying
What do you
now.
know? What do you know?
What do you know? I was not saying that I solve all difficult problems in 2 minutes. That's what I was referring to.
So that problem is it difficult?
My God.
That problem is difficult.
Very difficult to crack sometimes.
Which
Very
problem?
difficult.
I don't know the
Which
problem.
one are you talking about?
I don't know.
He said
If you know, you know.
Welcome back to our episode, guys. This episode is going to be a long episode. It's the 1 year anniversary of our problem. Sorry,
Oh my God.
sorry.
All P and P.
It's 1 year anniversary of our current presidency, and as you can see, our eyes. Some of us haven't slept well in days because
You know, get like
is it PHC? It's even hard to catch up.
CCN.
We've had NEPA, PACN,
CCN.
IKDC, AD.
Okay, no, so I think I need to explain that to you guys. I always have to teach this guys.
I don't understand what
So
you are.
IKE, this is a distribution company, but CCN generates.
Did you hear me say?
distributes.
Did you hear me say
Transmit.
TCN now?
You said
CCN and PACN are the same thing.
They're not the
They are
same.
not the same.
Please, I'm begging you.
CCN
for the
has
fifth
been-
time. They
CCN
cannot
has
hear
been-
you. And you now have mic. As I was saying, you CCN all the same thing as
It's
PACN.
not. So you don't know. TCN is
PACN doesn't exist again. No.
That's why I say it's privatization. They've been selling it since
Oh,
Obasanjo.
No, wait. I think
Company.
PSN was
No,
TCN
TCN
and
has always been separate. And there are plenty
TCN has always existed.
commissions that do different things. There's the regulatory one, NERDC.
I know, NEC.
Now there's TCN. There are different.
So TCN is different from PACN.
Yes.
But PACN does not exist anymore.
No, now they are the ones that has been.
They have been privatizing since NEPA. So since NEPA, it has never been with Nigeria again. They've been privatizing. So stop coming. I told you, if you come at the king, best come correct.
No. We
When
learn
they
every
talk with
day.
you.
No, don't take on like that.
Wow.
We learn
But
every day.
the people that put on his darkness are TCN now.
No, it's the National
It's
Labour
TCN.
Congress. It's not TCN.
It's
No, they
TCN
said-
that
TCN was
joined
the
them,
first to join.
that jumped.
They were the
because
first
they
to
took the
join.
right
It's our
before
Labour
morning.
Union.
I have a question. Why was it one button they used to off our lights?
You know that she's married. You slapped her thighs twice.
They don't call
Guys,
it
if
styles.
he's missing-
kneecap.
His name.
His kneecap. His kneecap. And I will not do it again. He's here. Oh.
I see how the first I
He's
said
here.
that excitement. Second time. So that when you are a wife, your husband watch out for bed. You
So
know
what's
that babe.
happening?
His kneecap. Now like this.
Like you just need to be careful.
Like this. So yeah, make a woman like this.
No, he said you have to be careful.
Just be careful.
Mommy Jo, see her eyes block never tall. You know, see how she see the Loki. Her eyes block never tall.
Okay.
So guys, there's a lot of things to talk about today. I don't know about you. I'm tired. You know, it's been a couple of episodes since I've come to the podcast. Just tell you that I'm again this close to considering going. But you know, my friends always remind me that when you're running away from here,
You miss
you
it.
meet it there. It's just that it's a bit more organized.
Will I meet darkness there?
I said it's a bit more organized.
No,
You won't meet
explain.
darkness there, but the stress that will make you pay for the lights that will not.
Yes, now. The
So-
thing is that
No,
you
but
cannot be a lazy man there.
My own is,
No, there's
my own
nothing
is-
like
I don't,
go
because
and
me
walk
now I
on
just
the
paid one ridiculous light bill.
This guy, they moved
Which
to
band you
Bandi.
dey?
I just paid.
I finished 30K in
I
1
do
week.
Bandi.
I dey vex.
Wow.
I dey vex.
And my own is, even if I'm paying for it, I don't mind paying for it. Let me show half the light.
No,
That's
Isaac,
right.
Isaac, I might pay for it.
You have me. I don't. How many things do I have in my house? You have everything. So I don't really
King
mind.
for a reason.
King
If
for
you're
a reason,
enjoying
yeah,
something, you
king.
have to pay for it. I think that's why those guys in that
Yes,
they
my
used
wife,
to say
my
that
wife won't go.
our
my
light
wife-
is cheap.
My wife
So we
won't
should
carry.
manage the darkness we are getting.
My wife won't carry her children go another room. I say, madam, where they go? She say, may they go sleep for their room. I
Then
say,
she go on and see for this.
I say, madam, no.
Me love my own one. Enjoy my AC.
Our account right now, wisdom is profitable
It's
to direct.
profitable to direct.
We all stay here.
We all
Yeah,
stay
this
there.
room. So I have a room that has 2 beds. No, it's not for anything. I'm just telling you. So you carry one picking, I carry one picking.
We go sleep inside
When
different beds.
our president makes things better, Maybe.
Different rooms.
Otherwise, things are hard. Let me just lead off by telling you guys that I don't know about you guys, but me, I support what the Nigerian Labour Congress and TC are doing.
So you like that you're in darkness?
Oh yeah, I did.
You actually liked it?
Yes.
What's the reason?
There's nothing good. Hey, no, they cast me.
Nothing. No, why you go like
no casting.
Alternative.
It's not that.
See, actually, I liked it too, but my problem is
wait, won't finish me.
No, wait. My problem is halfway through, those guys will leave us.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what you're saying, guys, is that before now, all NLC and TUC presidents always compromise. They go and collect money. You see them driving big cars.
This one they are even doing sham. This one they are doing sham.
For them to agree that,
at the end of this
you know that they
week
didn't give them
they will collect.
they didn't give them a specific figure.
Exactly.
They said higher than.
So from 30, so anything from 30 to 60 is better. So let me tell you guys why I like it. And I think we were having a conversation in the office yesterday. I was a bit moody, and I was telling my friend that a bag of rice is 80,000.
Jesus.
Half basket of pepper in Lagos is 80,000.
Half.
Yes. A kilo of chicken, Mrs. Shwane,
Remind me.
I think it's wow.
Sure,
I think it is. Is it? You bought it 5 last time, Abi?
I bought it 4-5.
4-5. So it's about 5,000-6,000 now. What else do you need for soup to sweet? Maggi. How much is Maggi?
That one is just a little
bit higher. Let's say 200 Naira plus.
200 Naira. What else do we need? Should we add all the
100
time
Naira,
curry? My point is that
those ones.
my point is
are not
that
even.
if your minimum wage is 30,000 Naira and you want to be buying rice, at least the cheapest food you should go to eat in Nigeria is gari and rice.
Exactly.
If gari is 2,000 Naira for one plate,
it's not 2,000 or 4,000. Who is getting
sorry,
2,000?
because my mommy in Ibadan. Sorry, I'm sorry. Ibadan is cheaper than Lagos. So my point is, so let's think about it now. So, and I don't want to go into dragging the Lagos State governor so that it doesn't seem like I have something against it. But a Lagos State that has all this internally generated revenue can't even pay their, like, you can't even set a standard. Talk less of, let's even now talk of the whole federation. So the reality is that if you put a better leader who has the mind, and some of the people that even did not campaign for Tinubu are saying that they like what he has done, we should give him some time, that remains to be seen. But the reality is that there are so many holes that need to be blocked. And whether he's aware or is not, because most of our presidents have been old, so it seems like everybody gives an excuse that the president doesn't know everything that is going on. But if you can approve 90 billion for Hajj, and the day that people are going on strike, your Minister of FCT and the Vice President are commissioning a road for what, billions? State governors are commissioning roads in billions, and you cannot afford to allow your people to live well. Like, figure out cheaper ways to make roads, or figure out cheaper ways to make drainage so that when rain is falling, there's no issue. But give people enough money to be able to eat, pay their light bill. Because now, when they increase this minimum wage, which they are going to do, they are likely going to increase tax.
Exactly.
And it goes again to the lack of knowledge and lack of understanding of leadership that a lot of the people that are working with the president have. Because you are not saying the right things. You are a Senate president. Whether you people like it or not, first of all, Senate President and House of Assembly leaders, show us your salary so that we will stop talking now. Because the people that work with you tell us how much you collect. They posted one SSA's
newspaper allowance.
Yes, SSA to President's pay slip.
Newspaper allowance.
What are you doing for us in that place? We sent you there to serve. And you are collecting millions. You are driving. See, the moment you are even in any car that is in millions, bulletproof, and your people cannot eat, it's questionable. That's why I like it.
Don't care.
I don't know about you guys.
Know that they don't care.
That's the truth.
So don't come on Twitter and on Arise and channels and then be telling us that.
You said something like the president may not know what's happening. What's the work of the age? Like the SL,
Like, he doesn't know what's happening.
Like he may not know everything that is going on in the country, like the suffering that people are. What's the work of the aid and the SSS?
He knows now. Wasn't it him
How
that said
possible is that?
He came. There was one speech he gave and he said there's not much they can do. That he knows there's one guy in the land that there's not much they can do.
So exactly. So we should not make excuse that he's not aware.
He came in without any plans. That's what everybody's saying. There were no plans. He just came in, vibe. He ran on Emilokon and he came.
Let's be realistic about something. As somebody who is a leader and who's going into public leadership, let's deceive ourselves. Any man or woman who takes an elective office doesn't need to have a plan to be a good person. What am I saying? If you have a federal civil service of 1 million people and billions of dollars are being stolen, you don't need to have a plan to stop the billions of dollars being stolen.
Yeah.
Just stop it.
So I'm not going to say more than that. So let's not
But I
deceive
think
ourselves.
you should have a plan on.
Let's not deceive
Because
ourselves.
you should even have a plan. Okay, there are existing issues now.
So
How
let's
do we
get this
stop
straight.
issues?
When he was the governor of Lagos, you will go to tax office. His tax guys will collect money from you outside the law. Did they have a plan? See, guys, let's not start talking about these things. Let's not deceive ourselves.
Nigeria, my country.
Like there's some things you don't say. We, the leaders of tomorrow, just have to stand up. Join a political party
Yes.
and go. Let's get
What party are
involved.
you in that you said everything?
So
I feel like that drink which you drink.
I think in the
don't
next,
come again.
so honestly, in the next year, it will be clearer for us which parties we will join. Because even the LP that we were all saying LP last year, look at all the crises. So like, it's leadership.
I'm hearing there's a new faction from LP.
Like we've been hearing that for a
Of
long
course,
time. now.
Wow.
yeah,
Obedience
we
People's
We went
Party
from
or something.
so much.
Interesting.
All right, so
Please,
let's
let's
go.
move from
Let's
Nigeria.
segue straight into how the current presidency affects our Japa business. May 29 last year, our president gave a speech that has forever changed the landscape of our business. Okpe is laughing.
What do you mean forever?
Forever.
Things will come back now. Things will come back.
I can't even lie. Isaac.
Oh wait, we didn't even talk about. Sorry, quick one. The new 6-year. What's that thing? that they're
Regional
proposing?
government. We'll
Yeah.
get to that now. Let's start.
God.
Let's focus.
They're not listening to you. They are not hearing you. We ask for shouts. Maybe if you shout, they hear you.
So Isaac, let me bust your head. What made me laugh was there are two people on this podcast. The moment Emilio came and gave that speech, they stopped making their hair.
What you been making hair before?
Wow, what's that?
Guys, you gotta check the last episode you gonna give. She doesn't make the hair.
I used to make hair, but
This is not why my hair.
with Ebuka's pregnancy, I noticed that my scalp now became painful. I stopped making it. I went.
There's no need for
I locked my
Shalai,
hair.
it's all bad.
After locking, the same issue. So what's the point?
It's all
How do you
bad.
feel now with this one?
But I cut my hair because I didn't want to make it again. But one day I was tempted, I was
Weak.
saying, let me
Let me go
make
inquire.
hair. And so I enter market, I hear say attachment na 7,000.
How much is it? How much is
8,000
it?
actually.
Something that used to be 1,000 something.
Yes.
To 5.
7,000.
So let's start from
I say,
that.
no, it's like.
Is that what you call
this
your hair
one.
too?
Yes
Not
and no.
really, but
And she had an issue.
Even we will be men. Our babas now. We
My
did tell us say
nothing is on tricky from my side.
wow, that's interesting.
I'm talking, shouldn't talk.
Whoosh.
Because if you know how much I spend, you won't stop like this.
Have you seen okay? I wish they see this hair you're carrying. Okay, has one. They
so.
don't.
Our president goes out to make a speech that day and says that there's no subsidy, blah blah blah. Dollar jumps from 400 and 500 and something to 1,000 something. And a business like ours where people want to jackpot.
So sad.
There's a question somebody asked on Saturday, and I actually want to bring it here. How did dollar go from where it was to
what it
1,000
is
in
now?
1 year?
Agbadomatics.
Card was 300.
Third time. You're done for.
Oh my god.
Yeah, sir, is here. Card was 300 and something. May around this time last year. 300 now it's 1,020 something.
All the way they disturb me when they say Mr. Dikko call me, I want Japa. They don't even disturb me again.
He's crazy.
It's crazy. Actually.
Have you sat down to do the math?
It's crazy.
I keep saying this, people are talking about exchange rate. Don't forget that Canada actually increased their POF.
POF.
So
That's another thing that's happened in the last year.
It's like two
Inflation was
at a
everywhere,
time.
but for us, it hit us die.
It's too much.
For some people, it just hits them. It's painful. We just.
It's too much. Yeah.
And nobody saw it coming. And
No, say that. We saw it coming.
We saw it coming.
No.
Is
it the dollar?
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why
rate?
nobody saw it coming. Let me tell you why. Buhari's on for at least 4 years.
No.
Everything was going
For
bad.
it-
Falling, yes.
For
This one.
no.
Hit the ground running.
So that's the problem. This is not a political podcast, but what we've seen is that Emefiele spent trillions of naira,
Pardon?
like he was printing money. So what Buhari's government was doing was that they were just sort of defending the naira,
They are
and so
using-
we were never using.
Bandage.
That was not the real rate. We were bandaging it. So this guy comes and says, "Look, guys, we don't have time.
bandage.
Let's just rip the bandage off. Let's first
Everybody
suffer."
feel it.
So that's why I said it's a dicey one to be in. It's a terrible thing to be in. Now their delivery is never good, but just like them changing national anthem. I mean,
Oh my God.
what's the name of this lawyer?
I mean at my age.
Fast.
Oh yeah, Femi Falana.
Told them to increase the minimum wage in 48 hours since they approved the
Yes, no.
anthem in 48 hours.
If you can, so you mean that the National Assembly can quickly go through a bill in 6 days?
No, but I mean, what's
What to work
even the motive behind it?
So for us, it can never make
Another
sense because we don't
achievement.
even know it. But my mom knows it and she says she likes it. And that's what she grew up.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I
The
don't
only
understand
ones
that.
who could
said
relate
is,
actually.
that the country is that the tribal wars in the country has increased. So that
so we need something to
national
unite us.
anthem will
So now
unite
song
us.
go
Interesting.
unite
Wow.
So I go see my.
That person will cause the tribal war.
I go see Igbo man. I go one eat time. I go call
That's
the
what
man
this is about,
national
man.
anthem.
They
We are expected to sing it every day. So when you sing it every day,
You get used to the
now
words.
Who go
sing
dey
it.
teach
It's
us?
just like when you read your Bible.
So I
every
should go
day,
back to primary
you
school
now-
where they taught me, Abi. They should go teach me. The other day they do labor meeting. SGF and National Security Advisor. They don't remember. And then they sang
They are
it in that
there.
time.
See now, Saturday, Abi, which day? Saturday, Nigeria is going to play match. You know they will
What
sing
are they
national
going to
anthem.
sing?
I think the friendly or something. We think those players go sing for them.
And they will sing what they
Say
sing. Now somebody
person
will
wey
sing
don
it.
chop millions from Europe, come back,
Come
say they
here,
just
go
play,
dey learn.
go dey learn, arise
They
go
go
come
teach
back.
them, they will force them.
Nigeria, we hailed it.
Nigeria.
That's the
Why
thing
you
about
are saying
the
arise?
I even tried Google and I don't even
Nigeria
see them.
Wow.
The night they are heard about it, I Googled, I didn't see. Maybe
No,
go
literally,
don't
if I hear that thing,
Some
I don't
people
even know
don't
the
write
anthem.
blog on it now.
If I hear that thing, I won't know the anthem.
We're going
It's
to a
a
lot.
lack
oh.
of priorities.
The
I'm
last-
telling
It's even
you, that
long.
is the word.
I saw one. I was like, this long thing is what I'm going to.
So
Anyway, now people when they go school.
Wow.
Tinubu government they give us below the belt. In the last year, Trudeau government give us quick jabs
Everybody.
from $10,000 Canadian dollars to what now? 20,000 something.
635.
I don't know what they require all the figures because it don't matter. 20,000 alone. 20,000 before students were using that for 2 years.
I'm telling you.
Even if they increase it, now let's do 20,000 times 300 and something.
Then
Then
My
6
God.
million naira.
three,
6 million naira. You don't
Why
jump.
even do 333? Because obviously, if there is inflation outside the country,
Yes,
To
it-
affect.
it definitely affects. So let's
Let's
say
say
500.
500.
Okay.
10 million.
That's 10 million. Times 500.
Now you be asking a family of 5 to go and look for 100 and something million.
Where?
100 and something million naira.
Yeah, I saw the.
Where?
And then you'll be saying that Nigerians are going to commit fraud.
I saw
Don't be the wahala the way they push people, they go commit fraud with this.
the most ridiculous proof of funds.
Now here I want, and now why I don't talk about. Now I say I code up. You see, I don't
And
code
then
up.
we no talk, they no go no say na them now. I saw that and I'm like, but then you know reason the country, like can't blame people are doing the most desperate things to leave the country.
Like every time I open my WhatsApp status, what I'll be seeing is, I want to Japa. I want to Japa. I'll be like, do you have the money?
People are
That's the
doing.
cocoa. Do
People
you
are
have the
bending.
money?
And
They're bending
There are
their
legal
rules,
ways.
actually.
Don't try.
No,
illegal.
I'm
There are
talking about
legal
people selling
ways, but the
properties.
problem is, Japa is not
As regards
even
going.
affordable now. It's not something that, okay, first of all, we don't have middle class again. I was telling you. This one, I say, we now have two classes. Either you have money or you
Or
don't
you
have
don't
money. I don't want
at all.
to use the word.
Yes,
So
yes.
if you don't have money, Japa is not. It's not
It's
like
not for you.
you have to
Could
have
this be
money.
why? Could this be why divorces are on the high though? Because if you just segue into our problems and just begin to nitpick, is this why men and women don't want to marry? Is this why marriages are failing? Because
Money no dey.
money is not even just everything.
Love
The
is not
frustration,
enough, baby.
It's frustrating.
the frustration are around everybody. Everybody is frustrated. Even pastors are frustrated.
Yeah.
Imams are frustrated.
Yes. There was a tweet I
You are
saw
talking
this
about
morning.
pastors. Mommy Gio.
I don't
Yeah.
trigger.
We can't hear you. Let's listen to who's on the mic. You're about to say something.
Yes, I saw a tweet this morning. I think as regards the minimum wage, people were saying they are not sure pastors are affected. And I think there's this lady, this influencer actually on Twitter that said, oh, her dad is a pastor, and trust me, her dad has not been paid for quite 2 years now.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Who has not paid him?
Either the church or wherever it is he's been posted to.
Why have they not
So
paid
let's
him?
say this is how it works. If maybe you've been a pastor in Lagos for, let's say, a year, and maybe the minimum wage that you were being paid is like 60,000. Let's just assume. So if you're posted to, let's say, a northern state, you're not going to be collecting the 60,000. If they give you 25,000 or 30,000, it's either you accept
I don't hear
it
about that before.
Are you serious?
or you
I don't hear
just
about
wait
that.
Under
till...
RCCG.
But pastors are not collecting 60,000.
We have pastors like it
Omo,
was an
no,
argument
no,
on
no, you don't
Twitter
talk
Like
actually.
you get my point now. Like not our,
Okay,
not
I
our, own,
know
not
a
our
church
contemporary
that
churches.
pays 30,000.
Not a not a
30,000.
contemporary church.
You know, we have like we have parishes, we have provinces.
And
We're
they
not
do
talking
by
about
level.
pastors at the top. These people they are posting them to different
So-
places.
so-
And
we don't have too much time to get into
Exactly.
religious wahala, but my point is, for instance, now I go to RCCG, not every pastor is full time. Most of the redeemed pastors that I even know are full time in like oil companies, banks, and all that. So there's no expectation for them to get paid. If you're referring to the full time pastors, of course, yes. Now, unfortunately for the full time pastors, people like Isaac will not go to their church and pay them tithes. So they have to go and submit under one pastor who collect money. So again, we don't have too much time to
Isaac,
go into that, but
sorry.
that's the reality.
I pay my tithe.
So my point is, you may not want
Esther,
to
you
go
wanted to say
to
something before.
a low level.
Church
You will
and
go
pay
to
them.
a popular church.
Yeah,
I pay-
to-
And you pay to
actually
the general post, so it will not trickle down to the guy
Exactly.
who or woman who is full time.
Yes,
Those are again, those are leadership problems that again. And I tell people, the problem is that anywhere you see people, where there are people, you will see problems. Whether it's a church, a mosque,
Or the
a
office.
big company, an office, and all that.
The office, exactly. Problems.
office.
Oh, you wanted to say
That's
something?
The office.
No, it's actually related to this.
Shout. We can't hear you.
About that pastor that the church member mistakenly transferred.
oh my God, I
1
saw
million.
that.
Was that true?
Yes.
But it
Okay,
looked
at the
doctor
point
to me, Sha.
exactly,
It
it looks like
doctor to me, Sha.
staged. It was staged.
But I mean, it's possible.
Came to carry the pastor.
I saw the video, but it kind of looked doctor to me, Sha. I mean,
Another thing that Tinubu has caused in the last year is that churches are now using influencers, so you don't even know what is true and what is not true.
My God.
Look,
My God.
real
I
now.
know what KJ is talking about.
Real. You see,
because the economy, inflation and everything makes everything 3-4 times the price. So
Yes,
everybody
sir.
has to look for cheaper and easier and slicker ways to get
To make
things
money.
done. Now again,
church did the
our
marketing.
president is good. You know, the beauty of certain leaderships is that you take all the benefits and you take all the blame. So, and nobody should feel bad about, you know, you wanted the job, you said it was your turn.
Do you think he feels bad?
Nah.
You don't care.
So my grandmother is 80 something, about the same age as the president. My father is almost 70.
And I saw her, she was looking
Once people pass it, starting
Troubling him.
5, you're in trouble. I will send you your address. You know,
I live in Agbara.
one thing about our parents that I think is that at a particular age, it's funny that I'm going to say this. Once somebody is not self-aware from a young age, your antecedent shows it. You just keep going. A lot of our leaders, if not all, are not self-aware. If you're a self-aware leader in Nigeria, you're not even being put. Some of you would have resigned. You know, so nah, they
Nigerian
don't.
politicians, so they resign. No.
That's my point. They're not self-aware.
I don't think it's self-awareness.
It's self-awareness.
They lack conscience. That's
No,
what
it's self-aware. So, you're being too dramatic with that. It's self-awareness. When you're self-aware, like, you know, like if you dress up, you could look yourself and say,
Let me give you an example. Why I think it's a
Exactly.
conscience. Let me give you an why I think it's a conscience thing. So, for example, I think allegedly, not allegedly, I won't say his name, a particular politician came out to say they ran the election like that he was going from polling unit to polling unit to ensure that a particular party wins. He's aware, and he said it's politics. That's what he said. He called it his politics. He's aware of his actions. He's aware that his actions are bad, but he just called it Nigerian politics, and everybody laughed.
But that's different from somebody in elective office who is seeing that he's overwhelmed and will not step down. They are two different things. How you get there and what you do when you're there. That's why I say you are talking of how they got there. That is, they will push, they will do anything. They will make sacrifices, they will kill and all that. That's, allegedly, that's fine. But when you are there and you've been there for 6 months, you're looking at all these things, you call press conference. Now you resign.
Like in Nigeria, has that ever happened?
Nah, I don't think so.
Exactly. I'm not sure it will.
I think it happened in, was it Egypt or so? One of these countries.
And it also gives credence to where we are in oppositions. Like, political parties don't have a bearing because your people are complaining. So right now, nurses cannot japa as quick as they want because the association or whatever, committee or whatever, changed the thing. What are opposition parties doing? People, Nigerians don't see
nurses, Japa. What's the news about home caregivers and nurses in Canada?
In Canada. Yeah.
Upon arrival, you're eligible.
The oldest Japa news I know in my life is that Nigerians will go abroad and go and be cleaning somebody else's baby and poo.
Well, I mean, people still go for it too.
Really?
No,
there was one story I read.
Okay, so you don't touch your leg too. So I go understand.
I'll send it to my own person. So I have my own person.
But the person that said it's not fictional. He said it happened in the UK that the guy went for post-grad after, then he started doing caregiver. And then the woman that he was taking care of died and left. And added him in a will.
Interesting.
Yeah. Left a house, 2 vintage cars, and a dog. I was like,
he
money, 320,000.
He paid his dues.
Wow.
But that won't be like Nollywood movie, yeah.
No, this said it's not Nollywood. I
She
saw
didn't
it
have
on
family.
UK communities. Nigerians in that community in Twitter.
She didn't have family. Maybe it's just
Yeah, she
that
didn't have a
dog.
family.
Maybe it's just that dog.
It's just
that
that
family.
dog. Her husband is like, she didn't have children. And she died of dementia. Yeah.
And I guessed because that's the only reason why somebody would do that.
And that guy was the only one taking care of
aside from NSD, PPP.
The guy will go give test to God. I don't know that dementia cause
also happy. I say so after cleaning bomb and all.
I was about to say that. Oh, pay off.
He paid off. He paid off.
So but the problem with going to the UK, as at the last time, is that you cannot go with your family. So how will I leave Nigeria and go and be cleaning poo without my family, so that at least I will have something to go home to and say, okay, let me look at these beautiful faces and forget what I did. Nah.
Okay, so let's talk about what have you enjoyed about this current administration? Wow.
I have something to say.
Okay.
Band A light. Like we have 24 hours like now.
All my cravings. Before I'm his compass, I'm a spontaneous. I usually have cravings.
Bro!
President Tinubu is responsible for giving you discipline.
I don't discipline you. My before Uber everywhere.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Uber everywhere.
Wow, so you don't have all the bus routes.
You dey whine me. You get one day where I go Yaba and bus I use now. That bus from my house straight.
Exactly.
But
So, Mr. President, we're giving you your props. You're teaching us discipline.
I said, this is economy. It's teaching us financial discipline.
Are you sure we can call that discipline?
It's discipline.
It's adjustments, but
Is that not another? We are just trying to.
He's suffering.
Exactly.
He's
That's the
suffering.
word.
So let's be realistic. When you go abroad, cars are the least things on your mind.
Yeah.
Everybody sees buses and
Use public transport.
When you go abroad, you can actually buy a car.
Can you
Having a
People
car
are building houses.
abroad.
Yeah.
When you
There's
go
some
abroad,
jobs
you
you
actually
need
have a
cars
car.
for.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
My friend, when she was a student, she had a car. Student, she had a car.
Go
You're telling
abroad now.
me,
Our president is working.
Oh,
He's
interesting.
teaching you discipline.
Interesting.
Are you being sarcastic about that?
When last, we used to have monthly hangouts.
Oh my God! Thank you.
Is it discipline?
Last time we had this.
Oh my God!
We maybe had a
And bonuses.
this year. And this is June.
No,
Discipline our
we had
account.
only one this
We
year.
had only one this year.
We had
This
only
is
one
June.
this year.
Baba is disciplining our
It's
account.
discipline.
Oh, interesting.
I was thinking about it. I said, everybody in Nigeria, as long as we need therapists. Like But as soon as they give birth to us,
Ah.
everybody should have like, this is your own therapy. From there,
My sister, you can say that again.
But do we even recognize mental health in Nigeria?
Now you
Now you
recognize.
Recognize.
Nah, you could. Now I know the reason all those time my pops go come out, go those quiet, go they say, why is that moody?
I felt it was even.
you don't get-
You know, there was a time where this suicide whatever was rampant. I felt that was
Oh
when
yeah, that was a pill.
the
That was,
height of
so
it.
sometimes this year
But
now,
man,
where I think was it a particular bank, they found one of their staff dead.
I heard that news.
Okay, so
Serious.
Ms. Tosin, how has this leadership, how has it affected your business in the last year? Like, what has really changed since 2023? Like, let's begin to unpack that because, yes, he's giving us now, we've got some semblance of good lights. It's expensive, just like abroad. We've got that ticked. Kidnapping seems to have
About good
reduced.
lights. You are,
don't
you are
get-
saying because you are using band A.
KOJ, why are you saying this?
swear you
Are you
did
trying
not.
to pump?
You are
Ja-
you are
Ja-
band
But
A.
all of us here are Monday now.
Do you have lights? Are you on bandy?
I'm not a band A.
But like,
band
how many
C.
in a day? How many hours do you have lights?
It's not up to 20 hours.
But like in the afternoon, so in
You know, like that 50 hours did the whole
I
day.
think 13. You people enjoy 24 now.
Eh.
I think 13.
do you
It's not
have-
better than what you
Most in
were.
the night, oh. No, most in the night when I'll be sleeping.
Yeah, that's when you need it now.
Okay, but like
That's when I
afternoon,
need. So
afternoon.
people that are making money.
But
from
leave you.
using
Every
lights.
other person here is bandy. You're bandy now.
Wait, I
Are
think
you not bandit?
you're talking to us maybe because of our class. What about others? We have other class of people
You
that
know,
really do
There's
not
no
have.
which class are you
Which
talking
class are you
about?
talking
Okay,
about?
no,
Yeah.
okay, you already said
Yeah.
to class. Okay, so which class should we do we follow?
We
I don't follow any class. I'm classless.
I the guide. I know be low income. I the
So
guide.
exactly. So are you saying for
Some
those who
people that
really
are
do
low
not
income.
So if people are zero
exactly?
income, just
Zero
say
income,
zero
eh.
income.
So people are saying that our president has not done anything.
Don't what?
Okay, so let's talk about how it has affected your business because
It
No.
has actually.
I'm not going to
Truthfully
agree.
speaking.
Let's start with UK.
Is it as at
The
the
exchange
point?
rate for UK right now is 1,910 plus. So how has it affected your UK business?
It has actually reduced, like drastically reduced the what's it called? The velocity we have as regards people trying to, I want to go whatever country.
That's like
even
the
if it's
rush of
UK.
people that want to
it's
go
Not, it's not there
for
anymore.
UK.
Yes, for UK.
But that's also down to the fact that
I
the
was
UK
about to-
government
I was about talking
has,
about the
has
policies
banned
as well.
dependent visas. People will still go, but yeah.
But you can't compare when
But-
we have last year we have let's say roughly 50 or 70,
Yeah,
and
when
now
pounds
you're
was
just
about
getting like
800,
15,
900, yeah.
20. It's a lot. So that's why I'm trying to understand when you said discipline. It is not discipline.
Discipline now. You will want Japa because everybody around you they Japa. Now you go respect yourself. Sit your butt.
You know go try again.
So, but to what end? Even if we are sitting down, for those who have been trying to, okay, I really want to go, and now because of the situation of the country, they are sitting down. To what end? How does that help?
And it's not if there's anything. Yeah.
We
And
go
you
start
say-
another podcast.
and you say,
We
"Let
go
me
call them.
save."
We go call them Nigerian mental health. No be why we did here with that. But I get your point. The reality is that we can't talk about it here now. We all understand what's going on. But like it or not, let me ask you a question. Because I may not have time to talk about what is in between, but let's be frank. You have two options. You're either alive or you're dead. And like Basketman said, there are two things involved. If you are alive,
Oh my God.
if you are dead, you are safe. If you are alive, there are two things involved. You either earn a honest living or do fraud.
Or you bomb.
If you earn a honest
There are two
living,
things involved
you
again.
are safe. If you do fraud, there are two things involved. If they catch you, it's either they catch you or they don't catch you. If they catch you,
If they don't catch you.
if they don't catch you, you are
You are
safe.
safe.
If they catch you, there are two things involved. You either meet a policeman that you can bribe, or you end up in Kirikiri.
Wow.
If you meet a policeman that you can bribe, you are safe. If you go to
in this
Kirikiri,
context, if you go to Kirikiri, you are safe.
Yeah.
If you meet a policeman, because you are seeing the society.
so guys,
because-
it's a funny joke because that was one of
Oh my
Basketman's, like growing
God.
up, that was one of his better what's it called? Intros. But also my point is,
Sad.
will you rather be alive or dead? Will you rather just adjust to where you are now and build yourself?
You rather be safe or unsafe?
So that's the reason why I said that. I'm not an unrealistic person, guys. Let's not be unrealistic. In this particular time where people are also complaining, some people are chopping money now. People, whoever is friends with the government now, what do you think is?
Not just being friends with the government, too.
Okay.
Like this
businesses. Okay, maybe people are doing like loan businesses.
This
Okay.
darkness that they put us in.
My inverter guy no need go Shiloh.
You go chop.
Are they talking
We're talking about
workspace,
co-working spaces.
Co-working spaces, internet.
Internet.
My inverter and solar panel guys.
That's true.
Shiloh and Congress this year, they don't need go. They go just wire Baba their tithes. Thanksgiving every month, na just wire tithes. Baba, I dey Anambra, I dey Abia, I dey Lagos, they all they go. Why? Because who can afford it or who cannot even afford it, we go alternative energy. Because Band is high. I'm seriously considering going off grid.
Yeah, I know somebody that went off grid totally.
Yeah.
He said,
I'm thinking about it.
He said, Bande, and you will not see the lights. That's what's
The only reason why I never go off grid, I mean, my landlord no go increase my rent. Well, I'm considering, like, I'm ready.
Exactly, that's what it means.
Why will he increase?
If you can afford this,
If I can afford solar.
come on.
And I don't
Increase your rent, you don't need to complain.
You put everything for a roof.
Exactly.
Well, but my landlord not chill, guys. So my point is that's the reality. So that starts that. So yeah, so what has affected your business? First, affordability, right? Dollar is now 3 times the what it was. Pounds the same. What else? What has affected?
Card
was like
1,027 or thereabouts.
1,027.
If it's no more.
So has it affected US already? Before Tinubu came, people were getting visa denials for the US.
Exactly.
President Biden is still on that train now. What people still want to go to the US, but for what? What has it affected your US business?
So basically, the fear of people actually, it's aside from the fact that the exchange rate has its own toll, it's basically the refusal. The rate of visa refusal has been high. I think was it not yesterday I was speaking with Chinelo, and I think one of our clients who went for an interview said no one was given.
Can you imagine?
Nobody was nobody. Everybody were denied.
At the visiting, at the studio, one fair one.
Yesterday,
They
on the spot, immediately you get your
blue paper.
Yes, on the spot.
Nobody.
You talk,
the guy said he had to wait like till the end to even know. Okay, is it just
the person
me?
that they gave it?
Yes.
He
said no
Give
reason.
anybody.
He said there was no reason. The consular just typed something and that was it.
Because I think they know the situation of your country, so they know why you want to go.
If you know Oba, if you know want you, if you know invite you, come day or day.
Exactly.
But you know that's another thing. That's
This next year, this next
Please, I don't want to be in the class I am in.
this next year, I dey go ride London or I dey go Cape Town, ride Cape Town.
So,
Interesting, go boss.
Did you guys see that tweet where they said there's a family in Lagos that goes to church
every
Sunday?
I saw it every Sunday. There's a family that goes to.
So now at the time I say, my president never do anything this year.
my God.
In the last year. My president never do anything.
Do you know if that family has not been flying since?
Oh my God, that's what people were saying.
You know if they have been flying like that since?
Or maybe they have their own private
Maybe
jet.
Yes, sir. It was worrying.
But that one, everything are marketing. In the last year, it'll be like say the other Dubai still ban also.
Yes,
Dubai
sir.
ban was last year,
This
no.
guy said that.
She be say
This guy, what's his name?
Kiamu said
no, he did not say that. He said
Did he
Emirates is
say?
coming back because let's quote him word for word.
But what was the last time? I thought they unbanned those fast.
Now na Ushe na jury or na Uncle Bayo, they do fake news that time.
So it's a rumor.
So how did they not even
But
go
the
for
judge
that?
was-
So is it possible that, when I was campaigning, I told you that I will send the youths to go and do cassava and corn? Maybe that's why our dollar is up. Maybe Baba wants us to go back to the farm.
Let them bring out the
Then
policy.
bring
now.
out-
They have. Look at what they've done
Where
in
the
Niger.
farmland? Give us the farmland.
In
Give us the
Niger,
tools.
they've
Give us
bought
the tools.
The
tractors.
thing is, they should send coppers to the farms
Yeah,
instead of going to
send us,
PPAs.
yes, send us to farms.
Send the coppers. To
Maybe that's
farms.
why-
Are you still
They
there?
will come for you.
Collect his life.
They will come for you.
You say you want to send the youth. Is it me that I'm inside my office? You want to send to farm? No.
If there's a good
Every
reason,
year you have a good number of people leaving schools.
Can I
Send
shock
them
you
to farm.
guys?
if there's a good
Can I
because
shock
there's
you
money
guys?
there.
Do you know
actually.
that 40 years ago, when it came to our Greek, Nigeria was.
I'm telling you, a Greenland.
So
40 years, like 1984.
that's that period. Our parents
was a
did
Greenland.
lounge. Oil was booming too, but like we're lounging, Now palm oil, everything. Wood,
but then they
so
saw
our
how
president
much
has a vision.
Oil was giving them.
They
So
saw how
I
much,
actually saw
so,
it. I
like,
stumbled on
what's
a
the
book.
point?
I think when I was in uni, that the lady was saying oil is now a problem. Like oil became the problem of Nigeria because when oil came, we stopped manufacturing stuff. So all them keto industry
they
and all
died.
those, they died.
But that's terrible leadership. That's no more. No, when leadership is about visionary stuff, our leaders don't have that.
And
Something just came to my mind. We're talking about how the last year and politics has affected Japa. The whole issue in Kano that has sort of died down now last week of
with the emir
trying to
and all
remove
that.
the emir and return the former emir. So let me tell you the funny story. In 1981, this issue actually happened. Abubakar Senior, so was Limi was the governor then,
Yes, I heard.
and they had the same kind of issue.
Yeah.
Interestingly, the guy that they are removing now, his own, I think, father or grandfather was the one they were doing the same thing to them.
Are you serious?
Yeah, no, Bayero, the one they are removing now.
Okay,
the
what they want to
16th one.
remove.
Yeah,
Ewo.
get this. Japa is the reason why they removed Sanusi in the first place.
How do you
How?
mean? Yeah.
Thank you for asking. Sanusi is very educated,
Very,
schooled
very
abroad and all that.
Schooled
CBN
abroad.
governor.
Yeah.
Governors don't like people that talk to them. Sanusi was on his spree of
He
always
don't want
saying,
anybody. He's always questioning
Yeah,
his
yeah,
government.
from when he was First Bank MD to CBN governor, they look anybody face, they go just talk, and whether they talk the right thing or not. So what I'm saying is that Japa affects the status quo of the political class.
It's true.
A couple of weeks ago, I was telling you guys that it's not a way that goes abroad that has sense. When people have gone abroad, they're educated, they've gone to like LSE, London School of Economics and Politics, that kind of thing, Oxford and all, Harvard, Penn State, like MIT. No, that one doesn't count. It's sweep down that
I
road.
seen those ones.
Sweep down that
Yeah,
road.
sense.
It's not every
Yeah, sense.
technocrat can go into politics. I'm a technocrat, right? If I go to politics, not everybody can do that. Leadership is not by having been successful in business. It's not all that. It requires some wisdom. So we're seeing how Japa is affecting the status quo. And in Senegal, in the last year, you've had the youths come up to take over the country. South Africa just had their elections last week, and two new parties have sort of, balanced things out. So at the end of the day, what I'm seeing that is going to likely happen in Nigeria is that those guys abroad are going to have to come back and fix things.
Who wants to come back in this time?
Exactly.
My guy came
Come
back
back.
this week. As he landed, he took lights for 2 days. Why would I want to stay? No. If it was
So they'll have to, because let me tell you what happens.
But will they be given the opportunity to work?
work, that's another problem.
No. So let's get this straight. One of the problems in Nigeria is that if I'm a governor, for instance, if I want to do the right thing, I'll put people around me that will make me do the right thing. But if I'm a governor and I just say, okay, I have 4 slots for commissioners, I have 4 of my friends come back abroad and go and be, they will frustrate you out now. So the governors have a role to play. Like leaders have a role to play. So if you want to be better and you have people who have had that exposure, you have to bring them to help you now. You're not going to be looking at Uche's face. You will retire certain people, then they're going to farm.
That's it.
But you're talking about a thoughtful leader and a leader who actually wants a change.
We don't have that yet.
Exactly.
Oh, I know where we're coming.
I don't really think that we don't have.
No, we
yet.
don't. I'm sure.
Let's see.
Okay.
Do you know why I said so?
Why?
Let's assume now, say, me, I want to go into politics. And
I won't
come
vote
out.
for you, Sha.
Oosh.
Who's talking about? If I meet you now,
Sorry.
and I come out,
You won't win.
and then before you know it, this as if you start telling me, this is not how it's been done. No. If you want to get this is how you are going to do this. Before you know it, that's
You join-
whatever the thing I came with. Yeah.
Like when I did my NYC, it was a government parastatal. And like I remember one time we had this fellowship and then in the morning, and then so they asked for prayer request. So one of the workers was praying that, oh, this school fee season, her daughter is about to resume school, blah blah. So things are really tight for her and her husband, so we should pray for them. And then when we go back to the office, the person I spoke on that was laughing. I was like, this woman, that when they are doing
Egunje, she
deals,
collect.
she doesn't collect.
Oh, she doesn't. Oh, okay.
So that's why she's in that situation.
No, but that's his own lack of thing. That's his own lack of experience. So let me take you back to when I said leaders need to resign. What happens in Nigeria is that when you are a leader and you were put there by people, Godfathers, it is usually a bit difficult for you to work.
Fact.
So until we have certain people resign or take steps like the River State governor is currently doing, whereby...
But he was put there by them, but
yeah. Do you understand? And it's a funny story, right? Sometimes you're put there by them, we don't even know if you're a good person, right? But my point is, if people are trying to frustrate you and like hold and armstrong you, if they will not allow you work and the powers available to you will not allow you work, then resign. Like, come out and tell people, list their names
Who
and
wants
resign.
to leave power? You want power, you want to
That's
leave
my
it.
point. That's what I said. That's my
the
point.
thing. This Nigeria.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. A good leader will leave power. So let's not go beat around the bush.
But have we ever seen any?
I have.
And as I said to you that we do not have good leaders.
I've seen.
Let's not go around. It's like we're going around in circles.
Somebody resigned because they found them.
Make the change. If change, then
If you
You're missing
resign,
the
you're
point.
resigning and leaving those.
No.
those guys there.
You're missing the point.
It's just your conscience
missing the
at the
point.
end of the day.
You're missing the
Me,
point.
I don't know.
You're
All I
missing
know
the
is
point.
that
If I go into politics today and I become a governor, you can best believe that I did not get it by any godfather.
what if the only way to get in is
It's not possible.
That's how the system is.
My brother, my sister, my brother, I'm already in
Yeah.
politics.
Peter Obi
It's
here.
not true. The Peter Obi not go to Anambra.
No, wait. Now, what I'm saying is, what
Go
if
to Anambra for what?
the only
He became a
was
governor now. 8
Okay,
years.
yeah.
What if the
He
only
swept
way
all of them
to
out.
get in- the only way to get in is
It is not the
Godfather.
only way.
Wait now, and you know that if you get in, you're going to do something. If you accept the Godfatherism help and get in and then try to do something,
I only
that's
accept
where
Jesus' help.
issues
Let that
start.
matter die
And
down.
then we start.
I only take help from Jesus.
Is it okay?
So anybody, I used to tell you, man is not God. I only
Man
take.
no be God,
I only take help from. Don't worry. Well, in the office yesterday, we were casting lots. We believe that she has gone back to her Bailey's ways. So, and Isaac.
I don't drink.
You
don't know
what?
shit.
You know what?
Soft drinks only.
Oh my God.
Hallelujah.
So, all right. So, Miss Tosi, Canada. What has changed in the last year?
Trust me, the immigration policy in itself has that alone has actually led to a drastic drop as regards people that are interested in going to Canada.
No, not interested. People that can go. Everybody still wants to go. Even me and you are sitting there, we are interested.
Bomo, condition make a fish bends.
You know, interest varies.
Last day, Isaac, mama, they disturb her.
That is true.
You must go.
You must go.
You're my last child.
What's happening?
How far? What's going on?
I mean,
I know you drag up for podcast though.
Oh, okay.
no, where is
You
going?
drag. No, you get my UV drag. Me, I know you drag up for
Where is
podcast.
going? To Cotonou.
Anything that you're
So-
living
outside Nigeria.
By the time you add Canada policies to our current government, you have people that are still interested, but the purchasing power. That's what Mr. Tosin is saying. So everybody's still interested, but everybody can go. So give us an idea.
In fact, if anything, the number of people that are interested has
No.
even tripled.
Has
Oh,
tripled.
yes. Everybody's
Because
you're
everybody's
frustrated
afraid
now.
of the
It's
condition
just-
of this country.
I wanted to say
Maybe I'm
something,
going
but I
to
don't want to say it. But you do know that now. I don't know. I can't say I get yahoo.
will come for you. Oh my God.
Because I saw one guy who called himself king of romance. Now it make me dey laugh. But now, if I was single, for instance, if I was single in this time and I was not where I am today, I get like 4 or 5 babes where I still, get for that zone with this single. I got the
Collect.
which one? Yeah, you always lose focus.
Talking about Japa
You just say
now.
hi there. I'm praying for you. Just the sow seed of prayers, friendship. Once any of them don't break up with their bubble like this,
KJ just give me ideas. I like that.
Oh my God.
Wait, let him land. Break up. What will not happen?
You go fill in the position now.
Japa through love. See this woman.
Are you talking about? Is he talking about ladies that are there?
Yeah. And men that are there.
You're not material.
You don't have multiple passports.
Okay.
They can hear her.
Okay.
They can hear her.
I mean, nobody can hear you.
Oh my God.
So that's the reality. That's what everybody's doing now. Let's not even talk about people that are not even there, who are married, who are breaking up with each other, beating each other, coming back.
It's getting crazy.
I think I heard the funniest gist. So let's talk about the funniest Japa to rag story in the last year. I heard one yesterday. So let's do like 3-3. I heard one yesterday that's probably the worst. The person say me quickly giant and Niger. Ja with the collect leave. Now remote work. Ja with the office laptop. He no saying go do VPN.
So they see
As in login, they see in location. They can't ask and say, there, why ... why? We see that blah 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 blah. Kindly explain. He explain, apologize. As in reach there like this,
the fire
60 days home office, return back to your country. Get another job. Why are you in shock? So please, what's it?
Wow, woo. But that's a crazy move, man. What did he come here for?
Sister, hold on. It's easy to say now. Me and you know. Me and you know that it's something anybody can do.
It's what every Nigerian can do.
But I feel like before you
You're like
leave,
that.
before you leave,
We are like
before
that.
you leave a country, you're
But
supposed to know.
that's not
we're so
We are like that.
unruly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's even talk. Let me talk. In the office, the day that some of us are on remote, that's the day we will decide to go to market to go and buy something.
And some of them are here.
That's the thing.
Interesting.
That's the day we want to go and make
They don't have
hair.
mic.
That's the day we have that personal thing we want to go and do.
Some of them have
And you're
mic.
supposed to be at home to work. So
Some of
it's
them
in
have
our
mic.
system.
Some of them have
So
mic.
the guy it is a
To their house. I just want to bring the babe to your house and you're not married while you're working. Can you
I don't know.
What is
Miss
it?
Tosi and Isaac.
I don't know what they're talking about here.
Miss Tosi and
I left the
Isaac.
group,
I don't
please.
have house.
So you people have been bringing people to your
I
house.
don't know what's talking of.
That's good.
Do you know my house?
So what's the craziest Japa story you guys have heard in the last year?
This one I watched a video. The guy said he took his babe to the UK. The babe is schooling. He's the dependent. Now so they reached there. The girl go reconcile with her ex. So she cut him off. No, she didn't cut him off. She just left his house. Now he was the one paying school fees. He had to keep paying school fees because if he doesn't pay school fees, the girl loses admission. He will now lose his work permit. So he kept paying school fees. He was still paying school fees. The girl there with man, he call her for phone. She didn't sound anyhow to her. They tell her say, who are you? And he said he has to keep paying school fees.
My God.
because
Was she
he
still going
needs-
to the school?
Yes, she was not.
Let me
there.
just tell you
So in
something.
less than 9 months, that's when the girl reconciled with a guy.
Let me tell you
When I
something.
watched that video, I said,
Let me tell you
the guy was
something.
supposed to
This
tell
one,
me
let me
he was
tell you
saying it.
You know, we used to say fear women, fear men. Let's be realistic here.
Yeah, but
Fear man. That's male and female. Because that woman cannot tell me she did not use that guy to get there.
Yes,
she
she
used him
should still be
now,
having in
nah.
contact with the
She
ex.
used him, yes, now.
She still have been in contact with
And
the
because guys to do it, I can't even really, but the mother's next level. No, that's
I said the
there's
guy was
wickedness.
crying.
No, there's wickedness. That is
I almost
wickedness.
cried on behalf of the guy. I was like,
You
no,
get
this
emotional,
is
that's wickedness.
now. You're working and giving her to pay school fees.
But let's also be realistic. Let's balance it. I call people like that fools. It's the funny thing about what is supposed to be our belief and our faith. Why are you taking a girl abroad if you're not marrying her and
He
doing
wants
all the
to
right
work.
things and all that? It's
So
like,
that-
they
nah.
went as common law partner.
Yes,
going
come on,
whatever
Papa,
you
now.
went as, she be your eye don't clear now.
That's
But a lot
That's
of
the
people
truth
do
now.
now. A lot of people do.
I'm not sure I'm going to agree with that.
If he has intentions
And
to
because
marry
if you
her,
do have now.
So you can do
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
So if
Why you go fit do that kind of thing?
wait now.
To travel with the person I've been courtship with.
Wait.
When he has-
wait now.
Okay.
So
Why
wait,
don't you marry and go?
now. Let me
Why don't
ask
you
you.
marry and go?
You're
Why
not
do
gonna
you
set
have to
yourself
go?
up for it now.
Okay, wait.
Because
So baby,
because there are plans of not marrying that person. That's why you don't want to
okay,
marry
I'll
and
ask you a
go.
question. I'll ask you a question.
People are not always real.
I want
People are
to
not
wait.
always.
Let me ask now.
Love my
People are not
Let me ask.
realistic now.
So now you're not married. One babe, one fine baby, you have been they talk to for Nigeria, talk to each other for Nigeria. She can't travel go there. After 2 years, now can't reconnect again. Can't they talk for IG, talk. The blonde, they grow stronger. She can't say make you come, no go.
No, we're
think
talking
that
about
one is
people that are
different.
unmarried.
I'm
They're
not saying
going
that is using
together.
somebody to scale up, breaking other people's heart.
Because you want the person to be the student and you be the person
Dependent.
that will work. So you can work and the person will school. And if you reach there now, if you even find Oyibo, can't leave the girl, can't go marry the Oyibo.
But you
or
know
the other way around.
you know that even if they're married, she can still do that kind of thing.
But the chances. Hold on.
Wait.
Why not? Let's not talk about what is like
Okay.
childish Gen Z yams.
But people do it.
People do it.
So it is saying
But
that
the
he doesn't see the sense
The
in it.
percentage. See, look. Let's be realistic. One of the bigger problems that we have with our generation is that because most people cohabit, see finish don't enter the matter. So for both the man and the woman to move from one body to another no be anything. But like if you've done the right thing, that means you've probably been friends, you've dated intentionally to marry, what we call courtship, and you marry. In that period, first of all, if you are a guy or a woman and you do not know that person still had the heart for somebody else, then you are likely a fool. Now let's be real, you are a child. And then on the other person, you are a wicked person. So that's what I'm saying now. But if you can go as common law partner, the chances that you're already cohabit, not only see finish don't enter now. So anything what you see is what you get. Do you understand? That's what you see is what you get. There's nothing like reconnect. See, let's be realistic. While you're thinking of your stories, let's be realistic. Most of us, when we become very friendly with anybody, there's always like a bond. Once there's a bond with anybody, you can do anything with anybody now. The main reality is that you disciplined enough to know that there's a boundary. Let me not do this thing because I cannot. Let's not start what we cannot finish. That's what the marriage or any relationship is. The commitment. Now anybody can do anything. But when you go there, you that kind of person, you're a wicked person. Wicked. So you have masters.
So you're a wicked person.
I spent on to do masters. You now left me to go and visit another man.
Exactly. That's wickedness. That's wickedness.
I will be here saying our
least you
government.
can do
Everybody
is
is human. It's
you
a human
pay,
thing now. These are people.
Pay the guy back the money you spent on your masters and then say, okay, I can't do again.
To him.
No, I'm saying that's the least. If you no wait now, you can like somebody and at one point you may not like the person that much.
Especially
again.
with the Japa thing.
Especially if the person, especially if you are not
things
married
have
to the
changed.
person. You're not getting me. Even people that are
Not
married,
one name.
at one point,
I
you
don't
even
want to
like,
get
you
that.
don't even like your partner.
I don't
Are
want
we,
to
are we
get
not
that.
here? We are getting
You don't like your
news
partner
like
that
that
much
now.
again.
I don't want.
Even like your colleagues that much again.
What is this now? They say, you know they hear you. Now why they don't give you mic today? Now why they don't give you
I
mic?
think
Isaac,
what's
your
the
Japa
hardest
today.
issue? What's the hardest issue?
Let's hear from
I
her.
actually do not have
My
a Japa
story is
story.
actually similar to hers, but this one they were actually married.
Mine is not really Japa, but maybe let's just add it as a font to this. So I think it was a tweet. I think I posted it on the group. The guy actually had been cutting with this girl, and I think he wanted to propose to her this very day. He is in Nigeria or something, and maybe the girl is in Ghana or something. And he said he had reserved a hotel. He has paid for flights and all of that. He want them to just have this
That will not be true thing.
alone.
Oh, you saw
We
that
pay for 6 friends. That will not be like that. Will not be like a story.
one? But it's possible.
Okay.
Sure.
That will not be story.
I
That
feel
will
it's
not.
possible.
This kind of ladies we have these days.
That's
It's very
that.
possible.
Is it the Abuja, the 2 girls that were killed? Was it not
Because
It's possible now. The
I
price
feel
I
it
thought
is
that was not realistic
possible.
was when he's now saying he's not going to pay for our flights back and all that. I don't think you do that to someone that you actually love.
It's painful, guy.
Say you love me.
No. You know what she did? Cutting the person off.
Baptist, you know this
And-
thing. This
no,
thing.
that's-
You know,
that's
Jesus
crazy.
is the life in me. At that second,
Jesus will leave you.
Isaac.
Jesus will leave you.
no. At that point,
No, that's crazy.
even the strongest believer,
I'm telling you.
I won't do that.
I bought
At that very
tickets.
minute.
I paid for accommodation. You left me to go with other people. You now say that I will not cut off I will not cut you off.
Okay, so yeah.
One thing that Tinubu's government has not done, Sha, is to mess with the quality of my food. I ain't gonna lie. It's expensive.
Sure.
It has messed with my own.
It has to.
I just had chicken. But
Okay,
chicken
maybe
still, man.
it has messed with my home cooking.
Okay. Granted.
Yeah, like me when I first moved to
It
my
has
house,
messed with my home cooking.
I used to buy
But all those your adventures where you try inside quick, once salary don't come, you can just say this one is for this month's
Split it.
adventure. Nothing, no giz dodo now. Sorry, Mr. P. But she did do Zobo still.
Yes, so she did do Zobo.
She doesn't bring for herself.
It's in my freezer now. Do you want?
No. I mean you.
Yes.
What I do now?
Who is
you know,
do you know how much
you-
I spent on this one?
Roger. Put your
you
account
owe me-
number
you
here.
owe me
Like
Zobo.
macaroni they talk. Put your account number here.
I hope you're on
Freaking
your
my
bank app.
account.
Put.
Bank app. You're not a bank app. Don't do this thing that you did
If it's
last
not
time
app-
with me because
if it's not
if
an
you're
app,
not on
it's-
the app, I'm not giving anything.
We'll talk about it after
But
the recording.
seriously, it has affected.
It has not affected Mega
Food.
Chicken and Chicken Republic.
Leave that one.
their price have gone
Leave it
up.
here.
Their price
I was
have
about
gone
to
up.
say
Prices have
that.
gone up now. So what are you
Sure,
saying?
now that used to be 1 is now like what 2.7.
I be the chicken.
No, the chicken is
Oh,
still
the
good.
quality of the food. Yeah, the
Quality
quality
of the
is
food is
still,
still
still solid now.
But the
Quality.
price has.
Yeah, the quantity is now.
The
Yeah.
way they go drag me today, only me talk say quality of food, only me talk discipline.
they give
2 minutes, man.
corn
Please.
vibes.
2 minutes.
Corn vibes.
No,
Say 2
2
minutes,
minutes, man.
man.
If you didn't do, didn't do.
Anyways,
What's latest on immigration news? Let's
Immigration
segue into
news.
immigration news.
the UK is offering £10,000
For is it?
to relocate and teach in their country.
Teach what?
That one on day since now. Plenty things.
No, it's still on.
Still on.
Your,
Physics.
your own physics teacher. Shana Mr. I'm not fit talking him. So.
Talk about it.
No. Shana my physics teacher. I won't go say go UK.
What's the
Well,
what's
Maybe
his
if I raise him for in class, see, I don't
what's his
understand.
qualification?
You know, they wipe me belt, say what
You
you
go
do.
say,
when
why
you
don't you know it?
See, I even think that Nigerian teachers cannot even
Survive in those-
there.
Yeah,
they talk
You
now.
cannot beat. You cannot
Yeah,
do
but
normal
wait,
discipline.
wait,
Me with anything, I don't
You
wipe me.
learn. You learn. You learn.
Wait. It depends
Yeah,
on the
wait.
school you went to. Like,
Maybe now you go drag the school. See,
allow
let
me
me
to brag for
Keep
bit, bro. Allow me to brag for
bro, we
bit.
go walk you off this set.
Yo,
Leave 'em.
the second school I went to, every teacher
Was a hit back
was
to
a
back.
hit, back to back. Solid.
What do you mean by
I don't-
hits?
Like in terms of how to teach, in terms of how to cater for kids, they don't flock. They can't say,
What
we
school
don't
you
do I can't give them PR here.
Okay, cool.
Imagine your
I can't give
school.
PR here.
So-
They didn't
Interesting.
pay me.
Wait, we are still talking about them again.
Now who they give us buy one get one free? Now they give PB on this podcast.
So it depends on the school you went to.
Wait,
But
wait,
yeah,
wait.
I
You
mean-
say your teachers were hit back to
Quality,
back.
yeah.
Oh yeah, explain concepts of prison glass. From
Wow.
physics. Explain.
Oh, I wasn't sensitive now. So what you
Not be
saying?
psychology, you do but
Go. So if they were hit back
Back
to
to
back,
back.
you will still remember all
Okay,
the
why they go Google?
So if you don't remember them, no, that
Moving
means
on.
But I think I have a teacher. I don't know what he's doing. I was our principal and he actually was a physicist. I think he has done it. I don't know if he has started his PhD. But I think it's possible for some. You could find some that can adjust.
Sorry, I had two PhD teachers in my school. PhD holders as teachers in my school.
Wow,
Moving on.
word. But yeah, they're looking for teachers that have certain qualifications to come around. I mean, you already see Nigerian teachers already. I remember when I was 7, there was a guy who resigned from my private school, and he was just teaching 4 students in Magodo because he was like, "Guy, how much
What's
did
the
he pay
point?
me for lesson?
exactly.
It they commensurate more
And
than
it should be like 1 hour a day or something.
plus the extra like Zoom ones where you need to do online, all those other. And that time,
Oh my God.
online tutoring was a big thing in Nigeria before
It was
Wahala don't
actually.
join. Somebody was asking me yesterday about. I was saying that one of the reasons why apps can't work in Nigeria now, we the people, law know the back am. Because person where you think they be tutor where you go trust with your picking, where go they do nonsense for hours, they do no talk all those ones.
Even nanny safe.
The nanny one is okay now you now. The nanny where you go put for house. First of all, Oga go maltreat nanny go maltreat child.
Speaking,
When they go police, who go win?
Oga.
One of the reasons why technology is not growing is because, and that's why you have to reform the government, right? Everything has to be inclusive. You cannot have no policy working with bringing the Western world's technology.
Yeah,
It
into
can't
our
work.
context.
So I mean,
But maybe with time, they will inculcate all these things. I believe.
I hear that
with time.
I hear that when we get there, I hear say Germany opportunity card don't launch.
Yeah,
they serve you breakfast.
Oh, are you serious?
By la blue breakfast. Eligibility. Let's start with blocked account, 12k euros. Hey Siri. Hey Siri, 12,000 euros in Naira, please.
Visa is not valid for 1 year.
You feel on PAF now?
Hey Siri, 12,000 euros in Naira.
How many months? How many months?
That money you no go fit touch am for 1 year.
You can't touch it. You'll be spending it there.
Block account.
Blocked account.
Okay.
Why Okwe dey do like? Okwe no get my today. She just dey do like composer.
Director.
Blocked account is the money you have to put in an account that you will not have access to until you are there. And when you are there, they are supposed to be giving you the money every month.
I feel so proud.
Every month
trained her.
they will
She's
give you.
thinking
Every
like-
month they will give you. Not that
You don't go to PAF.
You know if you do PF for blocked account, now, whoever give you that money, if except you scam the person,
Exactly.
you know we touch the money.
But it's crazy because it's possible.
And it's similar to
It's
what
not
is
possible.
It's possible. Let me tell you why it's
it's similar to GIC in Canada.
So
Yes.
let me just like I have a friend now. He earns about 2.5
Scam no
euros.
differ from Isaac. Oh,
2.5.
yeah, with the
It's not scam.
No, with the
No, wait, let me
Scam
explain
no
now.
differ
He earns
from
about 2.5
Isaac.
euros. He lives his parents, doesn't pay any bills. So if he's saving 1k every month from his 2.5 euros, he can be able to make that 12,000.
And so he's going to
Okay, is
borrow
that
you.
what you are saying?
No, I'm saying if he wants to go and he's in tech,
Okay,
do you
he's,
get?
he's not saying about
I'm
it.
not saying
He's saying
okay.
it's about
So
it.
yes,
Okay.
so definitely
Yes,
opportunity
yes.
card.
Of course,
it's
it's
possible.
there now.
It will work for our customers that are in tech, those ones that have bar. Yes, and we're looking for
Yes.
people like that. Like if for instance now, the UK also has global talent visa for those in arts, those in tech, those in academia. So the reality is that the EU is looking for people. If you get the bar for proof of fund,
they're
we will
actually
help
crazy.
you now.
They know say you
There
Reach
are-
out to
there are
Japa partners who will help you.
immigration options.
These things take 6 months to 9 months depending. So like opportunity card requires you to write IELTS. Yes.
Yeah, you have
For
to
more
write
information,
IELTS,
book a
yes.
consultation. It's just 100,000 naira. So yeah. What else? I heard something
They
about
said,
Santi.
they said Nigerians go to Canada and they don't work. They collect study visa, be study permit, and they go and they work. Sorry, they don't
They
school.
don't study.
They play truancy.
Who said?
It was a study.
That has been since before now. Our girls go there, they do a shower. Our guys they go there do drugs.
Why are you using the words here now?
Guys, let's not complete it. Our guys go there and do what?
Drugs. Well, that's
Okay,
not
okay,
new
yeah,
now,
that's
but
not
that
new.
happens
Canada?
everywhere.
Is it in Canada?
Any country.
Anywhere, actually.
No, he was
Like let's
talking
not
about
let's not
Canada.
get it twisted though. Let it not just be a Nigerian thing. Whether Africans,
I think immigrants.
Americans, immigrants generally, even their own people for there. Not be everybody won't go school. But yeah, our people go there to hustle. That's the reason. I mean, if you watch The Wire, the greatest series ever, shout out to The Wire. Right? Like the hustle remains the hustle. Right?
Omar Little.
Yeah, Omar, 50 and 50 today without the hustle. Right, so yeah.
Are you lost or you're still here?
What do you guys
Sorry,
watch?
Mommy Gios.
In Combe.
When you were growing up, you would know.
No,
All of now, we don't give our
Interesting.
life to Christ now. We don't believe, say,
my God.
I know. Now, what's the Akbaranla?
You have a problem with us giving our lives to Christ.
No, we don't. Don't know the form like say all of us no get past. The wire the wire was like 20
Please,
something years ago. You don't know the wire. You
Speak for yourself.
wow.
I don't know what
Sorry.
you're talking
Oh.
about past.
You could even dress like
So
Mommy Joe
there's
today too.
something that that has been trending on Twitter yesterday. Day before yesterday and yesterday.
Who be two?
They asked one baby to share the plans that somebody shared with her. And she's angry.
Baby.
She want you baby.
You are rude on this. You are rude.
She go soon text you now.
You are
She go soon text. She get you. I go drop your number. She go
You
find you. She say one by one. She's
got
come follow
everybody.
you one by one. And like you. And
rude.
like you, she go come for face.
You are rude.
But I mean, the way I feel like the way she's handling her is not.
I think the problem is her PR.
She did. That's what she don't have publicity.
Can I again
overriding them.
just take you guys back to what I've always said? No be everybody will go school get sense. No be everybody will get money get sense. That's what I
Overriding her
have to say.
PR and they don't have control.
And because when you have money and you don't have sense, you behave like you have sense. You don't put yourself in
You
problems that
you
is.
think you're saying,
You don't put yourself in all this problem. Because why? Your children and your grandchildren will see all these things. And they will be
And
remembering
drag
that.
your children in school.
Like, what's
Yeah,
that?
drag them.
Your mom is taking
Social
you for
media
one
is
level.
not for you to just go and be saying
She
nonsense.
shouldn't even have responded. She
At
should have
all.
just.
And you know, remember
ignored.
when they started
How is
Twitter?
that you don't-
Twitter was about what's happening. You know, we're talking about it in the car today that I could basically say that Twitter was like the newspaper stands growing up, right? It said what's happening. So you left the comfort of your home and then decided to tell, hi world, today I want to again tell you that I don't have sense. How can you drag me? Because we don't have context, that's why people don't get it. So we just go.
But
So like when you go, I see sometimes go on Twitter and I'll say, I'm missing one of my friends and tag the person. Like that's what Twitter was made for. Latest news, what you are going through. Don't go and tell people that you don't have sense on Twitter. That's not what you are going through. That's a state of mind.
But that's part of what you're going through.
No, that's it. Yeah, sister, it's a
But
state of
I mean, on
mind.
the flip side, I kind of would like to come to a defense because
Ah.
at the end of the day, this is a democracy and everybody has
Big
the-
head writer.
I beg,
Tag him
Wait,
and drag him.
Wait, everybody has a choice at the end of the day. So I don't. The election has happened. Let it go. The way they keep dragging her.
But I don't think that's why they're dragging her now. It's not really.
Okay,
that.
they say,
There's a
he
problem.
said, she told us during the elections
That's,
that he told her his plans.
his plans,
You know, those ones are format. He never even told us his own plans. Do you understand?
He did. He told us he was going to change the national anthem.
Okay, and he actually did.
Yes, and he said,
He told
will
us.
send you people to go
He
and
told
eat,
us we were going back to the
cassava.
farms.
And trust me,
What did he say about soldiers again?
Boy, why is that expensive? Oh?
50.
It's very, very actually.
Afford the ewa.
Eh?
He said we eat ewa, cassava and gari.
But
You
you know,
can't afford the ewa.
And the guy now.
He said he will recruit 50 youths into the army. What do we eat? Cassava. Garlic.
So the youth should be getting ready for that.
Get ready, they will soon
You're
come.
part of the youth. I mean, you don't pass the youth.
I say it's
Yeah, no.
coppers. They cannot use us to be these coppers. The next coppers are going to join the army.
This is something.
It's crazy. I mean, the
It's
situation is
discipline. It's discipline.
It's discipline. It's discipline.
I was even saying that it was expensive. Gariko,
That's what I'm saying now. Gary,
fufu has not
all these
tried.
things guys are calling that just very foreign to me.
my God.
I think I have a problem. I'm not lying. Sorry, I'm taking us. I eat the same thing literally like every day. Like,
listen, I want
it's
to
a
say-
cycle. Like rice, spaghetti, macaroni, rice, spaghetti, macaroni. I
I
just bread, rice, spaghetti, macaroni, bread, rice, spaghetti. Like I just repeat every day.
What happened to beans in the
All right,
market?
so-
I don't know how to make beans. I don't have beans in my house. I
Okay,
don't have
moving
the
on.
All right, so still on UK, data shows that there's a decline in Nigerian students looking for study abroad options. UK is going to be the most hit. We've already seen some universities merge.
Are you serious?
The reality is that, the reality is that UK's problems right now is not just going to be about our economy. It's largely their policies.
It's
We've
their
talked
policy.
about capping season, the Commonwealth, Australia, UK, Canada, those countries,
If
their
it
policies will not
wasn't
work.
Their policy.
The dependent in Nigeria also find
Nobody
a
can
way.
go
We go still,
Canada
yeah,
again.
we go
Like
still.
UK,
No,
they
I mean,
face now.
it's going to be both of them, but like people go see the face UK, pass waiting.
Yeah, sure.
Now people don't they ask us for Asia. They won't go Taiwan, Philippines, China, Singapore, and come guys, come. Hear ye. Come in your multitude because
Yes.
those countries are cheaper. They have scholarship. And we go run them for you for
Yes,
a
yes.
education. 2024 now don't close. Plan ahead. Plan for 2025.
The best time to plan is now.
The best,
The best
my
time is
sister, the
now.
best time to plan is now. So, Mrs. Chinwe, that third baby that we're talking to you about, the best time to
The
plan
best time
is
to plan
now.
is now.
Hello.
You know how much
Did I
work this
tell you
now?
anything
Did I
about
tell you
Yeah,
one
we're
time?
seeing.
I went to the supermarket and one guy picked up Huggies. Was it Huggies or Pampers? One of
He
them.
see the price.
He see the price. He can't go to the counter. This is not how much I bought it last week. Oh, but they tell us
Picking
when I saw
60-something
the
thousand.
yeah, I go drop and
God.
come out.
So, the one that I want to talk about is Australia. You know, a couple of weeks ago, their PMK, their
I give up on those guys.
their prime minister came
Australia,
out.
From the
and it
big
was
four, they're
really-
actually the hardest and craziest.
They was really talking about
I don't even know why they are even part of the Big Four because it's even difficult getting into their country.
scholarships. So one thing that people don't know is that what makes the Big Four is not just name, it's funding.
So they have
It's
funding.
funding. The
opportunities.
funding opportunities are crazy. Undergrad, postgrad, doctorate. One of the problems that Nigerians have is doing research or pay Ilevi education for your research. I just got a text from somebody who, what now, 2017 to now is 7 years ago. She's a friend and a sister now, but like we met casually and by God's grace, she got in for a master's, got in for a PhD. I remember 7 years ago, I mean, I've been doing this for 10 years, but like 7 years ago, we're still hustling, right? What we realized for the people that we were able to help and work with through this Japa process was, you need to plan. She finished from Uniben, good results, did everything, GRE, everything she needed to talk to professors. There was planning.
So the first thing is graduate
Planning.
with good results.
Of course, graduate with a good result, have a plan. Right? If you want to be funded, if you want to leave Nigeria, you have 2 ways. Again, basketball, I mean, you're goated for this, so there are 2 things involved. You either can get your own funding or you are going to fabricate your funding. If you get your funding, you are safe. If you're going to fabricate your funding, there are 2 things involved. You either get scholarship or funding from the school, or you go to a company that helps you doctor stuff. If you get scholarship, you are safe. If you get that one, they nab you and they ban you for 5 years. There's only one thing involved. You can never travel again.
Exactly.
So Australia is increasing their stuff now to about 29,000 plus AUD and all that. School fees is going to go up. Inflation is hitting everybody worldwide.
And on top
We're
of
not even
this,
talking about the Ukraine and Russia war. 2 countries that Nigerians love to go to because of Israel. Even though now, thank God, ceasefire has been called, we're happy, we're hoping that the same thing will happen in Russia. Nobody likes the loss of lives. But these are countries that people used to go to. Like Ukraine and Russia, $3,000, $4,000. My student no enter.
We had Nigerians.
Medical,
Okay.
great schools, and all you need to do was learn the language. For a young child going at 16, 17, learning language is not even 23, 24 for masters. And so that's what's happening in the Commonwealth. The EU, everybody is facing this thing, right? So that's where we are. It's not surprising to someone like me. It's ebbs and flows.
my problem with the Australia pay is, even outside the POF increment, they've even done the capping thing. And it's actually...
Yes, they did the carpentry.
Yeah, and it's like you don't want anybody coming.
Before,
No, they said
what did they contribute?
after COVID, they
Hello?
opened
Yes.
their door. Now they are choked.
Yes.
So they want to close it. In fact, they have closed it.
Which is
Just
a good thing
tiny
to do,
thing that
actually.
I say a good thing. Good thing for
Because
them.
they're actually trying to look at like cater
The
for
welfare
people
for their
there.
own people
Yes,
there and
they are
all
not
that.
like that government.
So it's discipline soon. Discipline.
Kind of.
Interesting.
What
The discipline is going around.
What will you say is the biggest thing that we should tell our students now? We've talked about 1 year of the president. Jokes aside, serious realities aside, what do you tell your students now that want to go abroad? And this is you in comms, this is you in academic research and writing, this is you in admission. So should we start from, Mom Z? What are you telling your students now who come to you? So let's assume in a month you get how many hundreds or thousands of leads through your desk. What are you telling your students? What are they even telling you? Give us a summary of the last 6 months. What are they telling you?
Focus on.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it's the fact that majority of them do not really they are not really accepting the reality of things, because most persons actually feel, because they've been hearing people going, and I don't know the news they are hearing, and when we now tend to give them a breakdown of what it entails, and they'll be like, this is crazy, I can't do this. So more often than not, we try as much as possible for those who don't have the funds, to reach out to our scholarship departments and try and search for fundings. If they are eligible, fine, that will also help. And we've been getting some clients on that end. We've been seeing persons that are even processing that at the moment. So for those who tend to have issues with funding, which is 90% actually tend to fall into that category, we try as much as possible to let them know the reality of things. And if they are open to scholarship, they should put in for that. So funding as it is, opportunities are there. So some students are putting into that. They're looking at that. Some feel, no, I really need to, go back to the drawing board and plan this right before going into it. Yeah. So that's it. People don't want to accept the reality of things. So telling them the reality of things, some of them really need to just look back and say, okay, you know what? Saying that I really want to travel, I want to Japa, this is what doing. Let's try the scholarship pathway and let's see how it goes.
Funding for only undergrad or undergrad?
Oh, undergrad, masters, doctorates. If you want to do your
Yeah,
PhD,
there's funding for everybody.
for
all
everybody.
levels,
Yeah, all levels. Yeah.
Any particular country that you focus on that is cheaper?
Okay, so I would not say a particular country, but for some, most persons are looking at the European countries. Some are looking at the USA, because most persons want to
And there are a lot of
take the
opportunities
fully
there.
funded
Yeah.
scholarship part of things.
But USA they bounce now for visa now.
For visa,
That's
that's
the
it.
thing.
But I think
That's
if you
it.
have a
But
scholarship,
But
it
if
gives
I
you an
have a
edge.
fully
Apples
funded
and
If you have a
apples.
scholarship,
will they still deny me?
you should have an edge.
I think
They ask you the states which of all go on.
no, I was asking if I have a fully funded scholarship, the chances of them denying me is slim now.
So free advice again. Usually when it comes to visas, there are three things the visa officer is looking at for most visas. If you really have genuine interest to go to that and come back, if you have the funds, and if you are going to actually do what you're saying you're going to do, like progression. So you've ticked two boxes. Okay, do I believe you? I go to come back. That's been the problem now.
But
Me and you have somebody that we know who went there and they bounced her because they asked your sister went there a couple of years ago. She did not come back. Why should we believe that you
Yeah.
come back? Oh yeah, we've
Yeah,
got
that's
that.
that's another thing.
So,
again.
Like Tosin said, everybody's going to the EU because even with inflation, the EU has always been a body that wants free education or really subsidizes
how many
education.
countries are still offering free? I think it's just Germany.
No, so free and next to free, like so Germany now and Austria and all these countries, they just charge like 1,000 euros, 2,000 euros
tuition.
for so
For
just call it
tuition, yeah,
some
for
tuition
tuition.
or administrative fees. It's next to nothing for the
Nothing,
quality of schools they are going to. Like these are schools in the top 100 of the world. Most of the schools in the EU, a good number of them are in top 100. Like Germany has probably maybe 3 or 4. Belgium has maybe about, I know KU11 is there. So like people don't want to do the research, right? Now, also, if you're look now, we've talked about crayfish bending in Nigeria right now. Asia is giving scholarships.
But I don't. But
You
the
don't want to go.
language.
Even Brazil, they give scholarship. Everybody they give scholarship. Everybody say they
Brazil,
get.
Brazil speaks English. Now.
Yeah, I mean, sort of.
Yeah, but I mean,
everybody
those
has
things,
English
I
as
think
a language now
Portuguese-
because it's very
Portuguese is
universal,
our-
right? Portuguese is their main
Portuguese,
kidney.
yeah.
But that's not my point. My point is, Asia today gets so much funding, particularly government, South Korea, Singapore, China, Hong Kong, Japan.
So I think
like Tosi says, reality. Now, people don't want change
the best
reality.
thing is just like she said, planning. So if one actually wants to go, like all these Asian countries, okay, let's say if you want to go next year, if you start now learning the language,
Yeah.
so you can actually
You don't even have to learn the language
What
perfectly
is-
because if it's not a requirement, you'll be fine.
It's just like
Just
maybe
take
an edge.
Duolingo, let that be a 2-hour hobby.
Yeah.
Replace 2 hours, 3 hours Duolingo with
I read
your
somewhere that
Netflix
you
or
use
Kini with
Duolingo.
Duolingo.
You will not really learn language. You will just learn. Just
Put
chill
Duolingo 2 hours, put
conversation.
Netflix 2 hours in that language. You could get them small.
So with
Yeah, like we learn from Netflix.
Education from Ms. Tosin's aspect. So communications to you now. The question Kyoji asked earlier.
Yeah, what do you see for your IG and your in your pages? What are the things what are the commonalities
like-
you are seeing today?
90% they're not interested in study. See,
True.
if I was
True.
a US visa counselor, I would not give them Nigerian visa.
Now who they could
No,
drag you
wait,
find?
let me talk. 90% of people that are hitting our IG, back of their mind
How
is
to
work.
go?
Is work. But they will come via study
school,
because,
yeah.
of course, study
It's
is
the fastest
easiest and
route.
fastest.
Yeah.
But my advice is, if you want to work, pick up. If you are single, it's easier. Pick
Yeah.
up a postgrad that is 1 year or 2 years, so that you will get at least 3 years
Postgraduate work permit.
postgraduate work permit. When you get there, hustle well like a Nigerian. No grief for anybody. Secure a job, then you can. The rest will be history. Because getting a PR after graduation is actually easy
Yeah.
if you focus. Again, have a plan.
So you know that when we started our business, one of the things we used to do was counseling was so big for us. We used to do this personality test and stuff. Remember, we brought Jola. She talked about that. The problem is not that 90% want to just Japa and things like that. Understand that even today in the US, there are citizens that are leaving to go to Germany, Thailand, Canada. They are going to South Korea, France. Everybody's going. Immigration has been since the days of Abraham to continue to be.
Yeah.
So let's not use that word so that it not seem like we're saying that people are bad. The reality is that one of the things that happens in Africa is that we don't currently have an enabling environment. So you have all these skills, nowhere to practice. So people want to go. I think what is happening is that a lot of people are not informed, right? They are not informed and they are not patient enough to get the information. A lot of Nigerians prefer, to be lied to. They want.
My friend said.
Yeah, and then of course they like sweet stories, or we like NSD PPP kind of testimonies, and want to apply. Because it's those kind of testimonies that are like one out of 1 million people can get it, and then you think that everybody thinks that it can apply to them. So most of those people don't, they just want to sit down and say, okay, look, I have this. Two things can actually happen. I can either go abroad or I can't. Again, two things involved. And if I can, it means that maybe I'm going to tolerate going to like the Philippines and get a scholarship, or go to South Korea, do some fellowship, do something that would help you advance, and then take it from there. But Nigerians are looking for the same golden goose of America or Canada. Not even really. They want the place where they can get Pali. So America, Canada, Australia, they want that big sweet thing. But it takes a process.
Oh yeah. So for me, from my experience, especially writing letters of intent for visa application, I think that people are not, even as much as we try to have consultations and advise people on the best ways to go about their immigration, I think that people are not ready to learn or be informed. So my advice is take your time. No, don't just know about the school you're going to. Know about the country where the school is. Know about their policies. Know what fits for you. Know what fits for your pockets. If you cannot afford it, don't go and be doing rules to the answer and then expect a miracle to happen. It won't happen. So you have to be prepared.
Yeah.
Like he has said in the past, Japa is like marriage. So you need to plan for it for a very long time. You don't rush into this, and you can't. I mean, if you have the money, you can wake up this morning and say, okay, you want to Japa and go in September or go in January.
When reality hits you.
Exactly. So when you look at the policies and look at what you have, at the end of the day, it might not work out. So don't rush. So, for example, if a client comes to meet us and we say, oh, you already got an admission, but with the current state of your documents and whatever, you can't go now, defer to January. They'll say, no, they want that September by force. And it's not going to work out. But at the end of the day, the client we have to do what the client wants to get.
What's your take on the change of, like, maybe somebody is currently doing finance here?
Yeah, change of course. Yeah, like change of careers, change of course, which is a big thing. They affect their visa day.
It's so funny because sometimes I write a letter and I'll see somebody did like zoology or something, and then they're going in for business management, or maybe it's even fine, maybe like they're going in for data analysis or something. I think that Nigerians can be, I don't want to use the word desperate, but I mean everybody's desperate in this time. So people are ready to bend their backs to anything just to just Japa. Do you understand? So I'm not surprised that we're doing that, because even in the country we're in, people read arts and go and work in the bank. Do you? So
very well.
Yeah. So changing of career is not a thing in Nigeria.
It's not the full bank.
So changing of career is not a it's not a surprising thing for Nigerians. It's not a big thing for Nigerians. Nigerians are willing to bend their backs just to survive.
Application and research and all that from our home.
So from what he has taught me, since I mean they always have to draw a line in your application, because the visa person would look at your CV and say, oh, you studied this thing, so why are you going for this thing? So if you're able to put your story straight, I mean in your life there has to be something that binds you with the course you're going for. So is it like the job you are currently doing, or a dream you have, or the course you studied? Do you understand? So something has to tie you to the course you're going for at the end of the day. So yeah.
Yeah. So Tosin talked about Isaac talked about Japa is like marriage, and I saw Tosin, I sort of one of the
Do like this.
No, she know.
I saw her stay at her ring.
Is that
Oh.
one of the things about Japa is like marriage is like if you don't plan for something, right? When you get there, what you see is what you get. So like in marriage, you dey shock your body, say
You don't
everybody,
change topic.
everybody, and I see Japa now. They try to teach them something. So you dey shock your body, say I won't marry, or my family they pressure me to marry. First week, because it was trending. That's why I'm actually saying it was trending on Twitter the other day. Like what is
Oh
what was
yeah,
the first?
what surprises you? What surprises you? Yeah.
So now
Not exactly scary.
it's still see now we nobody dey follow and talk anything. Just say where are you going to? No, sit at home.
To shock
My
you.
own was the first no, I got married in 2014 November.
I did give everybody
2015 December.
your
You're 10 years you're married.
Yeah, November.
Oh, so it's a great.
So
It's 10 years. That's crazy, man.
Mom Z for a
2015.
reason.
normal
You
in
want
my
go
house.
Christmas?
We travel to Christmas. The
Oga say
village.
where you dey go.
You know grill.
Sure.
I tell you no gree. I tell my people say this one no gree. I come use small thing. You can't gree. After Christmas now come go. Me we been the plan to go like 23,
3
24.
weeks.
What's 3 weeks?
How long?
Like how many weeks you normally dey spend for
1
this?
week.
I just
we
want.
just spend
And
1
basically
week.
that time say Oga go dey house now. No work and all that. You one day with your wife now.
I say, come, let us go to your own people first.
First,
Then I will not go to
Go to-
mine.
he say no.
Man, no gree. Hey!
So you left him in Lagos?
eventually, she go.
I carry him.
I
I left him now.
so-
I went to be with my people.
As
so-
a man, one of the first ones where you go first hit you now. Won't you come home? What time are you coming home?
Oh,
Where are you going to?
They call you. Yeah. I'm getting there and I'm practicing.
Yeah,
I'm practicing now.
So, but that's the reality. It's planning. And if you don't plan, like if you don't get to know something, because that's what planning is going to be defined as, right? So if you don't get to know what you need to do your adequate research, have conversations. When sometimes customers will be talking to me, say, I hope I'm not taking some of your time. I'm like 10, 15 minutes. Never take my time now. This is your life. Every story matters for me. Like even the people that are running away, that we know that they don't tire for Nigeria, they don't save money, they want jar. Whether you are going there for something that I would think that you win Nobel Prize for, or you become the CEO of one big bank, or you are looking to Japa, it's still part of the story. You need to plan. And one of the biggest things that you need to plan for in Nigeria today, when you are going abroad with all the things, is that if you don't marry and you get pikin, know where you go Japa go.
Why?
If you never marry, now not the time to Japa. And now is the time to start. Lastly, if you don't know your partner, no Japa with Tamu.
I don't understand.
No, your
So
partner
I
go
should
meet her
say-
age.
No invest $30,000. May home office they write you letter.
What are you
Advice to return
What are
within
you
60
doing?
days.
What are you doing? Are you
It's
saying couples
advice
should not
now.
stay together?
It's advice now. It's
You
okay.
saying couples should not
What is
stay
enough?
together?
It was enough for
It
the
was
wives.
enough.
Let's say one episode we go bring out all the stories we don't reach.
Actually, we can actually do that. All the
Okay,
stories about.
so-
And then last one, please. Last one with us, boss. I don't enter my that one. I did like and go. If you are badly behaved here, if you no go learn culture, go back to your mama
If you
house, go
cannot
learn.
wash plates,
If you cannot wash plates,
don't
so
bother.
now if you contribute, the
Don't
man will
bother.
live here, go meet his wife, leave it. He say his wife na slave. All of them women.
It's the thing about Nigerian, but I'm not that kind of person.
But you know the.
Beans, don't go there.
There's no beans there. I mean, there's beans, but like not our kind of.
It's
beans.
our kind of. Now what's wrong
No,
with you?
it's
African
called
food are there.
what do you call that? What's the?
Oh God, keep quiet. African food are there. So
But it costs.
you guys talked about national anthem. Okay, OJ, please recite the national anthem.
Yeah, to close.
They never email me say they don't change them. I don't even know. They
So
never
it's a
gazette
shame
them
that you don't know our national anthem.
in 1 week. Nah, they never
It
gazette
doesn't
them.
matter.
My national
So
anthem
it's a
is-
shame.
I don't know how.
Can you see? What is that?
Sing our national anthem.
That's my own national anthem. I don't know about you guys.
Sing. Sing.
That's my own national anthem.
What's that?
Sing.
The
Sing
national anthem I was taught
Okay, yeah.
by my schools were said to be 2 standards,
Sing it.
and the pledge, rather national anthem and pledge. Is there a difference?
National
Yeah.
anthem and pledge.
No, the pledge is
What's the pledge
I
you said?
know Arise, O compatriots, and O God of creation.
Creation, yes.
If they want me to go back to school and they will teach me again,
yes.
but where me I did now?
Oh, yeah, sing the one where you know. Sing the two stanzas.
Because just in case they arrest people for that kind of thing.
This one.
Oh, yeah,
Me, I know be
We don't want to show
speaking.
ourselves.
Man, don't keep quiet. Is it a requirement? You go know now, you be mumsy now.
And what do you guys
No,
think
waiting.
about,
I know.
Exactly.
Exactly.
think about the activist reaction to the national anthem?
What's
she
the
didn't stand up
reaction?
when they were singing the national anthem.
Aisha is
She said I saw it.
I think all of those are just
disrespectful.
That's
Disrespectful.
that's the
Say what you want about your president. Say what once a
Respect
law
the
is a
country.
law, you must
Yeah.
respect it.
You did not see president doing one.
Again,
Well, you didn't stand up when they were singing the national anthem.
apples and apples, right?
They do my
If it's not a requirement, if it's not a requirement for you to know the thing and blah blah blah, apples and apples.
What if you go for an interview now, US visa for US visa, they say recite your national anthem. That's the only way we
I'm
can
the king
give.
of Japa. That will not
They won't
happen.
even know it's.
What are you saying?
They
You know
will
it's
not
possible now.
That will
No,
not
they
What
will
if
have
they
it on their
decide, say, okay,
system. So as
what
you are
if-
saying it, they are reading it.
What if they decide say okay they want to give you and
So what
that's
did
the
they try
only
to talk
thing?
now? Say for office, man, make a permanent requirement for people to sing them, so that by next week Friday, every staff of our organization, religion,
No,
need learn.
the-
Okay, so now talk them. I don't do them.
I'll
Moving
go
on.
and
But you know, example, the leaders lead by examples, yeah?
No, now she be the leader. We lead.
Okay.
You understand? She be the leader.
What?
I did on my own
Am I
when I
not
don't
taking
talk.
over? Am I in charge?
Yes, you're in
now?
charge. You're in
I mean,
charge. You're in charge.
I go
You're in
say-
charge.
If I can't increase my salary, I'll beg.
I'll beg.
No, are you saying that
with my own face now.
what you're currently earning is not it?
Nobody's ever. You see, Dangote, still they find money. There's nobody that's content. You cannot be content in this economy.
That's a wise response.
Nobody's
That's a wise
content.
response. So sorry, are you content with what they have been paid?
Dangote, say they find money.
You know the term is very wise.
Oh
All right, so now that this is where we are, we've talked about this for a while now. Wait till we go do.
About what?
How we go help our students?
Scholarships, man.
Scholarship.
Come and get.
How are you going to help them get funded?
Come
Because
and
we've
get.
got to break it down now.
We are
And we've got
even
to break it
saying
down from Europe
scholarship.
to America to Asia to see what is required.
What's like the basic requirements for getting a fully funded scholarship in US?
Book a consultation. 100K.
We
Look on
know
here, come
they
they ask
do
show workings.
show
And you will
workings.
get the best actually.
Because I know, say she don't tell us say she won't go US. She
she
won't
won't
go to
go use our
use
FMC.
podcast, want to use
Where's
our
our
big book.
format
I feel
go?
like we should at least.
Okay, now nobody for here if you do bachelors, I go do bachelors free.
Okay, yeah, that's good. So for bachelor,
You won't go do bachelors. You still fit do.
I can go.
Because,
Can-
it's okay.
no be your age with the talk, my mom see.
Scholarship.
Be your age with the talk.
Now him figure.
So there are different ways to get funded in any
Study
country
abroad.
you're going to go school abroad. Scholarships are like the main one, which is largely merit based. So if you wanted to go to the UK, for instance, what we have at WAEC or NECO here is called O level. The UK, even though that law is about to change, starts from A level. So when you finish your O level, you still got to go do 1 year. So what is like 100 level here, or JUPEB or whatever we call it, is A level. And so when you have the major 3-4 subjects, you've got good grades and you can verify. So usually the secret for undergrad is having some extracurricular activity, leadership skill. Universities have a bag of funding for merits, the very best of them. Then they've got some for we that are coming from low income, sub-Saharan Africa, Commonwealth, like that in the UK. Same thing in Europe. Generally in Europe, it's largely free at undergrad level. Very, very affordable, 1,000 euros, 2,000 euros for a lot of the public schools, and they are usually the best. A level is still the same thing. Like you stop at O level. So what I advise my students is, look, if you want to go to Europe, for your child for undergrad, tell the parents, let the child go do a 1-year language course, get to like the B1, B2 level. So if it's Spain, if it's Germany, if it's France, get to that level whilst also doing the A level on the side. So the child either goes do some JUPEB, A-level course at some of these colleges or even abroad. But better to do it here because our education, as terrible as some of the things we do here, up until a certain level, Nigeria is still very, very good at it. And so maybe you go to a French school, whilst also maybe you are in like a university where you go, where my picking go, because I know they plug them free. So maybe you go do 100 level for there, come out with like 4.8, 5 point GPA, and you already learn the language. You're able to apply and get funded for free. Asia generally takes our WAEC. You get all A's for WAEC, they'll give you fully funded for 4 years, no matter what. Yeah, generally they take our WAEC.
They have age limit.
Some of them do. Oh,
My G.
Sholo. Me and you know, so you know, girl is now. So why they?
I don't think you don't realize when you
Ten a year.
No quickly.
You say you no get
Your wife no be 1,
you seen
2,
my-
3, 4.
have you seen my wife
Wait till be your wife.
Is that a study
see my
gap?
wife
Now
result?
1, 2, 3,
Don't worry,
4.
I'll
Study
find it.
gap don't
Study
pass
gap,
20 years.
exactly.
Off my.
Oh my god!
I'm going to another WAEC now.
He said 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm
No, that's not my WAEC result. Have you seen
No
my
need to
WAEC
shalai.
result?
No need to shalai. So let's go to Canada and the US. Canada generally at undergrad, WAEC is what they prefer, not even NECO.
Yeah.
If you've done the IELTS, it's good for you. Your high school transcript helps. And so generally, most of the big schools, like I'll use University of British Columbia as an example, if you have all A's and maybe, let's say you do like 6 A's, 3 B's or 7 A's, 2 B's, that's very, very good for you to get into Canada full ride. What I would say is, because of the time WAEC is written, and when the result comes out, you may not get into September for the funding, but we can still help you with that because a lot of Canadian schools don't like students taking gap years. That's a US thing.
Yeah.
And they're
Canadian
writing
schools
WAEC.
don't like, so if you're writing your WAEC now and you want us to help, this is the time to start because your high school transcript will help you to be able to get in. The US uses SATs and ACT. Most students in Nigeria take the SAT. Your high school transcript, you get a 1,003, 1,004. You can get into really any of the top schools, except maybe top 50, top 20. Yeah, so you get that, you get fully funded. And the beauty of all these scholarships is that when you have these scholarships, they are able to help you get funded. And for a lot of them, they also give you accommodation funding. So your parents at that undergrad level, they don't really have much to do. I'll do that for secondary school students for free. But if you be postgrad or doctorate, pay me. I'll come talk to you. Come see me. You want to say
So one guy said his wife's sister, younger sister, wrote JAMB one time. She couldn't get it in Unilag. Wrote the second one. She couldn't.
I saw that too.
After the second JAMB, he put her to go and write ACT. She now got 1,400 something. She got 2 fully funded and 1 partially funded scholarship.
Yeah. One of my dreams is to get.
And she's there.
Visa.
Yeah, straight up.
One of the things.
She feeling jump.
She didn't
She
fail.
did not
was
fail.
wasn't
The
getting her
universities
post-UTME.
refused
Unilag
take her.
for medicine.
So in 1.5 hours now, he not touch like 6 times. He don't touch like 4 times. So Oga go
Now
understand.
competition.
Competition.
6-4.
Let's
One of
continue.
5, 6.
So if somebody wants to get scholarship now, can I do
Pay.
it's no SAT?
Pay.
No, you cannot.
No.
SAT is only for undergrad.
Undergrad.
So generally, one of the things that is
So you want
But do you think you can get 1,400 or 1,500?
You think you try to-
Are you saying that she has low IQ or something?
Oh God.
Glory to God.
Answer, do you think you can get it or no? Yes or no? Okay.
You can do it.
so Okpe has a case study. I think Okpe is below 23. She can even go to Europe where she can go do a second
Degree.
undergrad because she already finished her first degree. She doesn't have to do 2-3 years. She finds something, particularly now that she has sort of found her passion in media and things like that. So that works for bachelors. What I would say with most of the master's people is that the first thing is to figure out what you want to go do. You know, the misconception with masters is the sort of lack of understanding of the word. Your bachelor's or your first degree is the first step. Your master's degree is now that you want to go master something or you want to go learn a specialization that will build on what you already know.
Yeah.
And I wonder why people don't want to have work experience before they do that.
Awesome.
You don't want to have a progression. Like your story must be sweet. You can be a grass to grace story of some of us who did microbiology and then end up at InterSwitch.
Yeah.
And now I'm a manager at InterSwitch in 5 years. That's a great story. And now I want to go do master of data analytics. So like, it's clear your progression is clear, but don't go do first year
Zoology.
then zoology, then the following year you now say you want to do master of something.
Nothing.
Data
There's a
analytics.
particular one that
I've
There's a
gotten
particular one that
that.
Blessing sent to me. I looked at the person's CV and like I called him like, you say, oh yeah, you tell me stories that I will put together. He don't say hold on to it.
So that's that with funding. There are a lot of government funding opportunities, also at postgrad and doctoral level. You have a research that's interesting. Another thing that is terrible about our students at master's and PhD level is we don't publish our essays and research work. We brought a doctor here who said he had published about 17 at that time or 18 or
16.
something at that time, right? And he said he was about to publish 2 or 3 more. So think about it now. When you're Armstrong. So the essence of this podcast today is that we're saying that we're Armstrong by the government, we're Armstrong by our leaders, our parents, and the policies. Great boohoo. I'm the kind of person that's always looking for solutions. Okay, but you still have one hand. So what do you want to do? You spend all this time on your phones, texting people, TikToking, dancing, twerking, Snapchatting, lip glossing, Snapchatting, right? You're going to find that video.
What's lip glossing? How did you know about that? I don't know about it.
I have like 17 girls in my office now. Like I'm at this level, I'm like, if I don't know certain things, right? But my point is, all you need to do is go do the research, right? There are free resources. Spend some time on Google, And I'm happy to help somebody who has done some research at a lower fee. Now, somebody who just comes and thinks that he or she is entitled, does come with some Gen Z entitlement mentality. Now say that 300,000 is too much. Why is your money? Not me, though. That's your generation.
Your generation is above.
Let's not even talk about the generation that thinks that because we are friends we should do something for free.
That's your generation, literally. That's your generation, literally.
Oh, I know.
I don't think Gen Z.
Our Gen Z, we believe that everybody gets paid for that.
Everybody gets paid for that.
It's why people don't understand. It's why people don't understand service. It's not everything about money.
Boy, I don't want to just say this. Our generation that believes. Yeah.
So that's funding. Yeah, that's funding for you. Encourage. I mean, as an organization now, we are looking to encourage secondary school students at younger levels, their parents to take that risk. A lot of Nigerians don't want to take risks. Now you don't get choice because Sakpa BMSC. Because you either go to private universities here that they are beating. Why they laugh now? They are beating their colleague. We too many things don't happen for this Nigerian recent days. They beat your. Some of our parents have not even done well because if I say they twerk that one for house, now those ones you go school, go they fight. My mama, generation Nabudo. Your mama here say you fight for school for where we did.
First of all,
when did I even
I cannot relate.
I mean, I feel related to maybe Yoruba.
I never fought in school.
Okay, you know the fight.
I never fought in school.
I had confrontation, so
okay. I'd say Yoruba mama.
She go flog you.
Let's be flog. There's something bigger than flog. We call it abara.
What's Abara?
If 40,
they go blow for back.
they slap you here, but you feel it all over.
I'm telling you. Have you seen you get it immediately and you weep? Yeah.
No. They don't beat me like that.
Then the punishment after the beating and the work you have to do, just for them to know that your brain is going to work.
Yeah, to reset.
I can't relate. I was never a troublesome child. So.
I can't relate.
The emotional
I
torture.
can't relate to beating.
That's what I don't like.
The constant reminder
I
of
actually prefer when they beat me. Now
And
they
they
give
talk
me those are young.
that one they do me, they beat me. Now that
Nah,
talk,
yeah,
you
we
talk
talk
and
to
that's
you
why
like
when somebody is talking to me,
They show my dad.
I don't like it.
My dad,
they
my
remind me
dad
that.
will talk, guy. You
Wait, why
go
don't
do
blame
mama
me? They
dey
talk
talk.
like that.
my person
My
never
mama
beat
dey
anybody. Only once I saw my dad
My
beat
mama
somebody.
dey beat.
My mom seems to be one that said, and my dad doesn't even like it. But when my person talks to you,
will be
your life will change.
telling you.
So,
what is
guys,
this you are doing?
Nigeria
You carry it
is
and
not
enter
all
my
that
house.
bad. Be disciplined. Be resolute.
Discipline. You are saying discipline
Pray
again.
for your leaders. And if you want to Japa, come see me.
You are saying discipline again. Discipline.
Yeah,
Guys, reach out to us for your scholarships. This
Renewed Hope
scholarship
has
season
already
is over.
defined discipline. It's not. This is not me. I'm not speaking. This is a
Renewed
renewed
shege,
hope.
you mean?
No, renewed hope agenda.
Shege Pro Max.
Sakpa BMS.
Yeah.
After doing my sin
So
season.
funding deal, reach out to
reach out to us
education.
at Ilewe
And if you
Education.
want go, holiday season still deal. Euros
yeah.
is coming. We dey go. Some of us
Summer
dey-
is here.
Some of us go.
Someone,
Let's go.
okay, don't call my name. I'm not
Thank you
doing
guys for
summer
watching
this year.
our long episode. It's been a great year. We hope that Nigeria will be better in the second and third, fourth year of this administration because a better Nigeria is better us.
On his mandate.
Yeah. It will be
On God's
different,
mandate we stand.
positive.
Over and out, guys.
Bye, guys.
King of Japa for a reason. Follow, like, subscribe.
Yes, sir.
If you there,
If you did,
Thanks for having me, guys.
did-
Oh yeah, thanks for coming. Our
for
guest.
having
if you
me.
there, you
Yeah,
there.
we're
We
happy
need
to
we
have
never
you.
give him nickname. You know, big head writer, Momsy, King of Jaka. Wait till we go give him.
Mommy Gio now already.
Oh,
Sorry.
Gio.
It's been a long episode.
why do you collect King of Japa and you're giving everybody that
Sorry.
person funny
What-
name?
sorry,
big
sister.
head.
Is what you,
I
big
don't
head
know.
writer. Big head writer.
Oh my god.
Please, you guys
See you guys at the next episode, guys. Mic drop.
See ya.